Hey friends, Olivia from Ollie. Between new routines and the ultimate group project known as parenting, you need science-backed solutions that work with your life. That's where Ollie comes in. Start your mornings off right with multis made to support nutrition and immune health. Choose from our lineup of gut-supporting probiotics, and we've got occasional sleep support to help the whole fam chase their big dreams. Head back to class with the #1 gummy supplement brand. Stock up on ollie.com today. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Let's go! We are all domestic terrorists.
That's right.
Ladies and gentlemen,
That's right.
We are all domestic terrorists.
That's right. We're going to Cedar Rapids to chill. Man, this coffee's crazy. You should try one of these.
What are you drinking?
I'm just chilling in Cedar Rapids.
It's like a donut house, like a K-cup thing.
Oh, I hate those.
You know about this?
Dude, bro, that literally gives me like PTSD flashbacks to like working at a startup where that's
the sweet creamy one?
Oh no, I've never had that.
You haven't had this because this is crazy. Can you make it?
But I don't like I don't like sweet and creamy coffee anyway. I don't until I break my fast like a little bit later in the day. I don't have any sweets. Bro. Don't oh my god me, okay? You're wearing a large t-shirt this morning. Don't fucking oh my god me. He came in thinking I wouldn't notice. Like he just like showed up with a large t-shirt. I can't even see you. Don't stand sideways.
I'm in my large era. You're
becoming invisible.
Well, I have this rack of clothing that I have there.
Yeah.
And I told Lena, listen, I need larges.
Yeah.
XL's too big, man. That's too. I was at 2XL. I was almost to 3XL.
Yeah.
Tell me to that.
Yeah, I see it.
Thank you.
What are the haters gonna say when they can't say fat man bad?
Fat.
Okay, fair. That's true.
Fat, always fat.
That's true. I mean, we're talking about the intellectual problems of people who look at Sneeko and go like, "That's a masculine alpha dog."
Yeah. No, I don't think they'll ever move past the fat man bad.
Yeah.
But welcome everybody. It's Leftovers. Thank you, Hassan.
I thought we were canceled. I thought we were done. And then, I got the memo, I guess, that we weren't.
We tried to have a socialist revolution. It got bloody. Love died.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
the Pinkertons got love.
He was skewered by Dan.
Yeah. Rip to the goat.
The Bolshevik.
No, but I'm going to abstain from having this conversation today. It's been 2 episodes. Let's just get back to the.
I mean, there's a lot happening in the world. I'm always happy and comfortable having these conversations. That coffee is not good. You're insane.
Bro, just try it.
Bro, you said the donut hole coffee is good.
What is it called?
It's like I know exactly what it is. It's like an orange and it's like a donut, right? It's like a sprinkly donut on the top of the K cup. I know exactly what it is.
Try it.
It's like the staple in every startup.
Try it. No, but you said you haven't tried it.
No, I have a Nespresso machine. Okay, I have a Nespresso machine. That shit is like literally primo. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I'm thinking of. No,
just have a sip.
I drink from the fountain of gods. Okay, I drink the nectar.
Make him one, please. Yeah.
I'm used to. I put Prime in all of the water fountains around my house.
Yeah. Prime water fountain.
Yeah.
Man, that shit sucks, bro. They sent us a bunch of them. It's so sweet. It's just so sweet. And like, you don't want, when it's artificially sweetened, then you really don't want it too sweet.
You are. Actually, I do agree with you on that. It is too sweet. Artificial sweetener does need to strike a delicate balance.
That's it. And they're not.
Diet Mountain Dew has struck that balance, and so is Diet Coke. Prime, not so much.
Well, I've been playing and diversifying myself in the Zero game. Now I'll say this: Dr. Pepper Zero is premium. Dr. Pepper Zero Cherry, bro. They brought all the flavors together.
I don't fuck with any Dr. Pepper. I've drank it like one time in my entire life, I think.
You should revisit it.
I've taken a sip.
But then here, I tried the Zero Mountain Dew, and here's my problem with it. It's not carbonated enough. Like I pour it out,
interesting.
and it has significantly less carbonation than the other colas that I enjoy. And I like Mountain Dew, but I just think they need to bubble it up.
That's actually a very interesting take. I've never thought about it that way. I don't really mind it. I love the radioactive look and feel to it.
No,
There's
I like
something
that too.
about it, like, I don't know what it is. I feel like I'm a child and I'm drinking like Nuka-Cola or something. It's awesome.
That color is fucking from another world, man. But they did it. They do it, and we love that, huh?
Yeah. And it's illegal in Europe,
dude.
which makes me feel much better about it.
Root beer zero is definitely goated.
Okay, if
Cream
you're
soda zero, goated the fuck
Where are you
up.
okay,
getting
if
these
you're in the zero game, why are you
They're
touching?
all there, bro.
You're
They-
touching the weirdest shit. Like you got Diet Ginger, you got Canada Dry. Diet Canada Dry is basically
I don't do that.
it's top shelf.
Okay.
Diet Canada Dry, no caffeine, top shelf. Okay. Diet Sunkist does have caffeine. I used to think that it didn't, but it does. That's pretty decent too if you want something with a little orange flavor to it.
Try this. Just take a sip.
Sprite Zero is
I'll
very
drink it if you don't mind,
carbonated.
'cause we don't like-
I'm just gonna take a little sip of it.
Just take a clean sip. Give it a clean sip. One pinky up. Is that how we're doing it?
I mean, yeah, it's all right.
It tastes like sweetie.
It does taste like it tastes like you're eating like a glazed donut.
That's a 10.
You're drinking a glazed donut.
Thank you. Exactly.
That's
That's
a
my
10.
point. That's a 10.
Decent.
But like, I think all the zeros. So like, this is a fantastic breakthrough in technology.
Yeah,
With the zeros,
I can't disagree.
it's just amazing.
revolutionary.
I mean, it's
Dude,
amazing.
I agree. We're probably gonna get
who's
like
gonna
ass
get the Nobel
cancer.
Peace Prize for that.
We're gonna get ass cancer in like 15 years or whatever. But I've realized like that's a L I will take because man, that shit is so good.
Or maybe it's not bad for you at all. Not that it matters. I'm gonna drink it either way.
Maybe yeah. I'm still
drinking
drinking.
cancer and die, you son of a bitch. I'll cut your
right,
throat.
chill.
I'll come to your house and kill your children.
Jesus
What is
Christ.
wrong with him, man?
In the words of Donald Trump, I'll keep drinking that garbage.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
So let's see. What do we have today? Oh, just a short reminder to our audience: tickets are on sale tomorrow for our next live show for members. It'll be interesting. You think it's going to sell out? I don't know. I don't think it's going to sell
You
out.
always say that,
No, but
bro.
it's a lot more tickets.
You always say that, and
It is
then
a
it
much
always
bigger venue.
sells. And then there's like 1,000 posts in the Reddit being like, I had to fight someone with a shank under a bridge to be able to get my ticket. Fupa Troopers, have you guys had this same experience?
Listen, I think that it will sell, but I think that the non-members are going to get a crack at it this time. That's all.
Which is fine.
I don't know.
I don't think that is going to
I
happen.
don't think so.
at
I think
all.
you're.
3,300 tickets.
That's going to sell out. in a
Yeah.
month.
A lot of tickets.
Wait, didn't we sell the last one in like seconds?
But it was well.
It was more than half the amount of tickets
God
at
damn.
the Ace than we're selling this time.
You want
15
mine?
seconds.
Yeah, slide it over here.
But if you also take into consideration what was on the waiting list for that, I mean, come
There
on.
was a big waiting list too. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe. Oh yeah, and people that are asking what day it's going to be, it'll be on December 17th.
Oh yeah, and I need to say this here because we're all box office sales go to the crew. Thank you, everybody who says I'm
Let's
capitalist.
fucking go.
Thank you. Thank
And
you.
as a result of that, I just want to warn everybody, this is going to be a very minimalistic show. We're not going to spend any money
That's
on
right.
it, really.
That's
I
right.
don't think we'll stream it,
That's
It's a
right.
real low-key affair. More of a
Well-
Q&A.
Well, we
Have a
were
ball in a cup.
listen. We were discussing ticket prices, and ultimately, I was like, "Listen, it's kind of up to you guys because it's your money at the end of the day."
That's true. That's true.
But we all advocated for more affordable prices because we, at the end of the day, all care about the people. Isn't that right, Dave?
Yeah. I guess we should say, too, it is a more expensive venue. Not like radically more expensive, but the tickets are a little bit pricier than that.
Just a little bit more, though, right?
It's
Seeming
just
a,
the law.
seeming a little socialist there, dude. I don't like this profit sharing or like decision making process where the
I've
workers
always
also
done
have a
that.
say.
I've literally
It's
always
true.
done that.
Ethan has given us a cut of all of the live show proceeds for
What a
for
fucking
all the ones we've
fake,
done.
dude.
Well, people think that they assume that like the conversation I'm having, I'm literally talking about my business. I'm not
I know.
talking about whatever. Let's not get into it. So,
It's gonna be, yeah, we're gonna
chill,
get sucked
dude.
into it again. We're not gonna have a show, but
so let's see. Biden impeachment inquiry. Oh, this is exciting. Dan, you'll be monitoring this. This is breaking news, right?
The impeachment inquiry, yeah, I was watching a little bit before the show. It was all the typical shit, Hunter Biden, blah,
justice
blah, blah.
being served, typical, not so typical for the American Congress.
Right.
Justice is rarely ever served. Oh my God, they have my favorite, Professor Turley on.
Yeah, actually, there already... Let me go back and find it. There already was a pretty funny exchange where this guy, Professor Turley, is one of the Republican witnesses.
Well, it's funny because he's not a Republican witness. He's just a Fox News legal analyst.
Dude, don't you mean his accreditation?
No, Professor James Turdley. Okay, he is literally
Turdley.
I assume that they're just gonna run like everyone who's been on Fox News. Like they're just gonna have the Fox News brigade at Congress.
Listen, this is an official proceeding sanctioned by the Senate and with the full authority of the congressional hearing that they're doing.
The American government would never have a shitty ass congressional hearing for no reason other than funsies.
Oh wait, hold on. Actually, that's not true, right? This is just a couple of people doing pretend.
Chair, now recognize Mr. Frost from Florida for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. An impeachment inquiry is a grave undertaking that is supposed to be in response to evidence of a crime.
Okay.
Mr. Chairman, you have questions. Many of my colleagues
Dr.
on the
Frost?
inside of the aisle
That sounds like a Batman villain. I like that. That is a Batman villain.
No, that's Maxwell Frost. He's the Gen Z. He's the Gen Z Florida Democrat.
That's sick. I love Mr. Frost because his name is Frost. Is first of all sick.
Oh, noted that
we need Mr. Ice.
Special impeachment.
Sorry, that was me. My bad.
Christmas is one day.
I'm trying to find a specific part I saw when I was kind of half listening this morning. One of the Democrats jumped in and was questioning Mr. Turley, and he was bringing up his history as a lawyer defending a bunch of Mormons, polygamists in Utah, and specifically, I guess he went to bat for this guy who's a convicted pedophile. And, and Turley responded with something to the effect of, well, I admit I do have libertarian leanings.
Yeah, Tucker Carlson did that too. Fuck, what's his name?
That statement needs to be analyzed a little bit.
No, Tucker Carlson is also.
Well, I'm trying to find it right now.
At the time, like every conservative shock jock in the nation was like actually defending this guy for facilitating child marriages. Fuck, what's his name? I can't believe it.
The chat will probably help on this. Let's crowdsource it.
Well, besides that, we'll be checking in on that. The shutdown. How is this happening again, man? This is embarrassing.
Government's going to shut down. It's very real. That's a real thing. Shut up. That's a real thing that has to happen for sure.
Let's see. Well, let me check the stock market. That's how I know if it's happening or not. S&P 500. Let's see.
No, they never.
It's up, so I don't think it's happening.
No, it doesn't matter. It like even when it shuts down, sometimes the stock market doesn't respond. At this point, the stock market is just propped up by vibes, and the vibes are always good in America.
That's so. That's right. That's true. All right, but let's talk about some fun stuff before we get into that. For example, Jordan Peterson, friend of the show, is launching a college, and this is fantastic because, like, I think he's well equipped to be a headmaster, a principal, an educator. And he's in a really good state of mind to be.
Warren Jeffs was the guy, by the way. I'm seeing
Warren Jeffs. Yes.
Warren on kids.
Let's discuss what we're doing.
Panties.
Warren Jeffs facilitated child marriages between members of his cult, including between children and like full-blown old-ass adults.
What's your argument?
And then Tucker Carlson and many of like the conservative libertarian sickos at the time straight up went out the bat for him. Constantly went into like deflections about like, well, there's a difference between child arranged marriages and like child rape. How
old are we talking?
I think like 12, 13.
It was 13 was the girl he was convicted of.
What's the difference exactly?
Well,
that's crazy.
They're trying to find the nuance, okay?
13?
Yeah, they're trying to find legally permissible ways to fuck 13-year-olds, which is exactly what they're doing. It's the classic, like, actually, it's a phobophilia argument. You know what I mean? It's just.
Well, that's even 13 is cutting it close on that argument. The Jeffs family vlog. This is actually, I saw this advertised on Fox News. It's pretty cool. It's about a Mormon family. They're really wholesome, and it's just about the inner workings of how one man has, like 25.
Oh, you didn't know he had a YouTube channel?
Oh my God! I thought this was real for a second, dude. What the hell's happening?
No, it's like some sex.
I'm next up on fucking blocking Ethan on Twitter, thinking it's the fake Ethan.
Yeah, no, this is some Mormon cult where he was like screwing kids, and he was trading kids like currency to other guys.
Dan, you can very easily find
Mormon.
Tucker Carlson defending him. By the way, like if you look up Tucker Carlson, Warren Jeffs, like he very clearly says like, well, you know. What did he do that's illegal anyway? I mean, that's the country. Like, basically.
I'd like to see that.
My internet is not working on my computer for some reason. It's like very slow.
All right. Well, in the meantime, let's get a look at Jordan's pitch for his online university. Let's take a look. Him and his daughter, Dragon Energy, Michaela herself.
It's just very slow.
With Peterson Academy.
Oh.
What if we could make getting a degree 95% less expensive?
Yeah.
Pretty funny target.
Yeah, 95. Yeah, that's easy when you have no infrastructure building. It's just online. You don't have you don't do accreditations. You don't have real professors. Shit, it should be even less than 95%. It should be 99%. Probably a decimal.
Probably be free.
I think the real cynical reason behind this is because, thank you, in the culture war, like everyone is always going after the abolition. Well, Republicans want to abolish the Department of Education. That's number one, right? That's the first priority. That's why they always go with the school choice narrative. That's why I always like try to funnel public funds back into charter schools. They want to destroy the teachers' unions. And now the culture war has gotten to a point where like schools are so under attack by the Republican Party, and it's so well established that like public school is where you learn homosexual Marxism.
Yeah.
That like the Republican boards of education in states are comfortable giving money to PragerU, right?
Wait,
this
Prager
happened.
Gets government money? But
You didn't know
a real
this?
place. It's a website.
Prager University courses are now being utilized. The kids, specifically Prager University kids, is being utilized in the state of Florida, in the state of Oklahoma, and if I'm not mistaken, New Hampshire is one of the other states that's like slowly implementing it, like phasing it in.
Wait, do we have an example of what they're using from PragerU?
Yes, they do. Media Matters did a deep dive into all the PragerU kids stuff. I've looked at it on the stream as well. It is disastrously bad.
It's just some dumbass with a YouTube channel advocating for incest. I don't understand.
There isn't any.
It's worse than that. It is a dumbass with a YouTube channel advocating for incest with
adult incest
with animation.
Let me watch one of these to see what's happening here and publicly funded.
I'll try and pull one here. Give me a second.
Yeah, I mean that is pretty cynical. I think Jordan just trying to get paid on the backs of this sentiment you're saying.
Yeah, there's like a Robert E. Lee one, which is pretty funny. I think that what they're like, they get together, two generals, and like they're like, yeah, you were just misunderstood. We just had a simple disagreement, but I really respect you. Robert E. Lee.
I mean, I learned a lot about Robert E. Lee in school. Like, he was,
good guy, misunderstood.
He was a great general, they said, and we need statues of him up all over
outside of courthouses.
Every courthouse. He's the man of the law, and we need to basically worship him.
He was upholding the law,
right?
And law is always right.
It's the blue line, baby.
Yeah. He was upholding heritage and not hate.
95%. 95. And offer a better quality experience along the way. Why wouldn't it be good to
Let's get everybody in a white, empty void and talk about birds, evolutionary science.
Did you put the music or did they do that?
I did not do that. Let me see if it's on his channel.
Wait,
this is him. This is all.
That's the ominous ass music that makes it look like they're a university for villains.
Hold on, let me go back.
Bro,
this is very like, Joker-esque.
It literally looks like, what are they teaching? Like how to be a Bond villain? What the fuck's happening here?
Let's hear. Let me hear again.
That would be sick.
It's like we're going to undercut you by 95% and offer a better.
That's crazy ominous. It's like hitting that apocalyptic cello. Nice, good.
I feel like conservatives are on their villain shit. Like they are just straight up like, no, we're the bad guys, and that's cool. You gotta have the good and the bad, so I'll be the bad guy. You're made me this way.
Let's see.
He's martyring himself.
Experience along the way. Why wouldn't it be good to provide everybody, at least in principle, with access to the best lecturers? you might think, why should you be generally educated? Because otherwise you're going to be a useless.
Why is this like a fever dream? Like they're cutting it more and more, like he's rambling. It reminds me of like Willy Wonka in the boat ride of madness.
This is unnecessarily scary for like lectures that are almost always going to revolve around like transgenders are actually morally wrong and you need to stop. You need to stop doing that. No more wokeness.
I mean, what do you think they talked about in evolutionary biology? If you look at the bird, there's not one transgender bird. Take a look.
Yeah, this is 100% going to be a biological predeterminism 101 that, like, you know, that subtly gets into
it's
like race realism.
95% cheaper.
It'll subtly get into race realism, but like not fully invest itself in it and just be like, yeah, I mean, we're just biologically predetermined to be, and we've evolved in a way to be right-wing capitalists. It's just normal. It's good. Natural.
This is phenomenal. Let's see.
At least in principle, with access to the best lecturers. You might think, why should you be generally educated? Because otherwise you're going to be useless, resentful, bitter, pointless, counterproductive love.
Which is hilarious because that's who he is.
I mean,
he's been educated.
Well, he's rich, so he's right. Sometimes when you're rich, you're just right by default.
Yeah, okay. Not if you're a socialist. Then you're wrong.
He's not, and he's
then you're wrong, and yeah, he definitely is.
He's pretty far.
He literally said Nazis were worse than socialists, and it's not even a contest the other day.
He said it's not even a contest. Like we can't even compare them.
Yeah, he was like he's like it's really hard to be worse than the Nazis, but the socialists somehow did it.
Which he just was talking about USSR probably.
But even then, it's just like pure ahistorical like nonsense that literally borderlines Hitler apologia at that point. It's like, if you are looking at a situation, on the one side you have the Nazis, on the other side you have the guys who killed the most Nazis, and you say the guys who killed the most Nazis are actually worse than the Nazis, you're just doing Holocaust apologia.
Yeah, the USSR was pretty bad though.
I agree, but there's a major difference between what the fuck. Sorry. There's a major difference between saying like due to authoritarian struggles, due to political struggles, due to economic struggles, lack of planning and the like, that an entire system that was trying to collectivize over the course of 100 years in comparison to the 400 years of collectivization that the Western capitalist nations have engaged in with slavery and brutal conquest in the form of colonialism. There's going to be hiccups. Not all of it is excusable, for the record. Obviously, it's not. But like comparing that to deliberate ethnic cleansing and then saying the other side is worse, especially when
it's not an argument I would necessarily want to put out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, especially at a time when the fucking Canadian Parliament literally had a straight up SS guy. Did you see that?
No.
Oh, you didn't? Oh.
You didn't hear about that?
No.
It was a big yikes.
Wait, what happened there?
The Canadian Parliament, the Speaker of the Parliament, brought a actual Waffen-SS Galicia division Ukrainian volunteer Nazi that's 98 years old.
Oh, shit.
And everybody gave him a standing ovation.
Wait. Because of Ukraine?
Because they
missed the point on that one a little bit.
They presented it.
Yo, this guy was like, I never thought I would get a standing O in Western society. This is beautiful. I'm crying.
No, in that moment he was like, oh my God, we lost the battle, but we won the war. What's happening?
Yeah, he actually he resigned as a result of it yesterday.
Yeah. The speaker.
Wait, I want to see the clip of this.
This is such a Kevin James meme face that he's making.
Yeah.
When you accidentally give a standing O to a Waffen.
This guy's in his writing, right? And he's like, this is my guy. I want to celebrate him as like a Ukrainian veteran, right? So he presents him in Parliament as such. He says, we have a wonderful, bold, beautiful, brilliant Ukrainian veteran who fought in World War II, and up to this point, you're like, okay, great.
But whose side?
No, he did say it. He literally said he fought in World War II against Russia. And at that moment, everyone was like, wait a minute, what? Against Russia?
Nice try, bro.
Yeah.
This man has been against Russia his whole life.
Yeah. And it's kind of funny because like now the Polish officials are they want to extradite him.
That's what I'm talking about.
Kind of fucked him over here.
Israel needs to send Mossad after him, man.
Dude, it's like
that's awesome.
This guy volunteered in the SS Foreigner Brigade, like went to Nazi Germany, trained there, went back, talked about in a blog post for Ukrainian veterans in Canada, because there's like a big diaspora, right? Wrote in 2010 that the Holocaust, the years in which the Holocaust were happening, were some of the best years of his life.
Yeah, those are his glory days, man. If only I could go back to those good times, simpler times. Yo, he's like Nazi rookie trading card, mint condition, boy.
Yeah, he's a PSA 10, dude.
For sure.
He's just, it's crazy.
Here's
Cam just sent it.
Hold on, I gotta see this. So did this guy who brought him out, who resigned, he
said he didn't realize.
He didn't realize.
No, they all know. It's fucking ridiculous.
But
dude.
then he resigned, so I'm confused about what the fuck he thought would happen.
We have here in the.
I mean, is it possible it's just a massive fuck up?
No, I know exactly what it is. I covered this extensively.
I can't imagine he would willingly bring a Nazi out.
No, they're okay. Well,
because then he resigned. Why would he resign?
The Ukrainian diaspora or the Canadian Ukrainian diaspora, and it's like questionable figures or depictions of Nazis is not. This is not the first time it's happened. There's two different places where like. They've built memorials like a lot of times when you look at like victims of communism memorials, like they do this sneaky thing where they add the Nazis in there as well as like victims of communism and not necessarily like victims of famine or whatever, you know what I mean? It's like literally they will put like actual Nazis. In two different instances in Canada, there were two memorials. I forget the exact names of the two different memorials, but like both of them were on the Nazi side. In one of the districts, they wrote literal Nazi memorial on it in red graffiti paint. And the police launched a hate crime investigation.
Huh?
The police launched a hate crime investigation to find who defiled. No, literally. And then when the media covered it, they immediately dropped it because they were like, "Oh fuck, what are we doing?" And then in another district, there was a progressive journalist in Canada who was writing about these
Is it possible the police didn't know it was a Nazi and they just thought they were being like derogatory? They're like, he's not a Nazi.
I mean, maybe they should have done an investigation before launching one.
Right? I mean,
just Google it
instead. I mean, they were trying to tell them on the.
But my point is, I think this is a lot of like anti-communist, anti-socialist fervor in the Western world that like gets a lot of people swept up. And causes them to forget like what the alignment looks like in regards to who you are offering support to, because like, oh, they're an anti-communist. I'm an anti-communist. Like we're friends. We're allies. You know what I mean? That's usually the attitude without really realizing like, oh fuck, this guy's like straight up Nazi, because those were the major anti-communists.
Right.
You know, like the early German generals that were brought on to NATO.
Actually, I've been hearing whispers of a celebration honoring the greatest anti-Russian warrior, Hitler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we're still removed from that. I think he's still seen as like the ultimate evil, you know, luckily. Holy shit.
So let me see this. This dude really came up here in this goofy outfit to defend a Nazi. Let's see.
Bro, some people were trying to fucking... Why wasn't he wearing his... He was wearing his goofy outfit. Why wasn't the veteran wearing his uniform? When do you ever see veterans...
True.
When do you ever see veterans in an official setting not wear their uniform, Ethan? A question one must ask.
Usually they're proud of that.
Yeah.
They want to show it off. Why does this man have two bookmarkers on his chest?
That's the frock coat. That is like actually...
You want to go down? You want to
shouts out to D Workwear on Twitter. That is like the original elite outfit, where suits and ties apparently were the commoner's garb, and this was the original outfit of elites.
We should go back.
Yeah,
I think
the high neckline frock, and whatever that fucking tie thing is.
All right, let's see what this guy has to say.
Ukrainian Canadian world veteran from the Second World War who fought the Ukrainian independence against the Russians.
Say what? Okay,
Bro,
Wait, he fought for Ukrainian independence against the Russians.
Against the Russians.
Nazis, was that something they did for Ukraine or something?
Okay, that's even funnier and even more sad. Yes and no. There were Ukrainian nationalists of varying different backgrounds that thought, oh, we can just align with the Nazis and they'll give us independence. And the Nazis were like, you're a Slav dog. What are you talking about? You're not even human in my eyes. So they literally arrested half of the fucking Ukrainian nationalists, although they were still facilitating in the pogroms, doing the Holocaust, and also a lot of anti-Polish, like they killed a fuck ton of Polish people too.
This guy is truly like
they're looking to extradite.
The worst part about
this guy has no. He's like, what is happening? This is awesome.
The worst part about
I
the
wanted
story,
to kill all these people.
The worst part about the story is that, like, obviously Ukrainians. I think the official number is like an insane number of Ukrainians were in the front of the Red Army. Like, Ukrainians were fighting the Nazis, right, at the time. A much smaller number were aligning with the Nazis, and these motherfuckers still somehow find a way to be like, yeah, those are the guys that we're gonna prop up here.
Is this our boy here who's being honored?
Yeah.
He's got his own Wikipedia page, bro.
I think they made the Wikipedia after, but
dude, they got the lightning bolts, they got the Swazi.
Is that Kanye?
Yeah, you can't even do
No.
Like
no, it's not. That's somebody else.
You can't even do like the clean Vermont theory, which I don't agree with anyway. But you can't even do that for him because he literally volunteered for the Waffen SS Foreigner Brigade.
I'm sorry, but like this is proof there's no God. This Nazi lived to be 98 and then to be honored in the Canadian Parliament.
Henry Kissinger, also alive and well.
Right.
You know?
Okay, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, no, Dick Cheney.
Five-year-olds are dying of leukemia.
Yeah.
And Dick Cheney, who's literally looks like the human embodiment of cardiovascular
Doesn't have a heart. He doesn't have a heart.
He got the infernal engine?
Yeah, he does not have a heart.
For you,
like
Dan.
there's like 8 different batteries pumping blood in his body.
Yeah. That's good.
And also big penis. Has
We've
a fat
heard he's
cock.
stacked?
Yeah, he has a fat cock.
Where did that room?
How do we know that?
I've seen it.
What?
I don't know why I said it like I've seen it in person, but I've
Wait,
there's a
no,
photo.
we did talk about this on the show.
Wait, was it in his pants? It was just a cock.
It was just like there was a picture where you could kind of see his bulge, and it was like.
The rumor is
Really?
that Dick Cheney.
Wait, Paul, send me that.
So Dick Cheney is like of not a great background. Like originally he's like a lineman, putting up electrical and telephone poles and stuff, and he's like a fucking
great background.
Like his background is not similar to like a lot of the elites.
He came up. He's a working class.
Yeah,
guy.
he's a working class guy who was like a real and a real piece of shit too. Like he would get in fucking fights. Like he's gotten arrested for drunk driving at a time when like
let me see.
It's basically legal.
Can we,
dude, bro, are you sure that's his pack? It looks like his diaper's hanging. Like I have kids, and that's what it looks like when their diaper gets too
cock,
full.
Man. That's his fucking
There's
cock.
no way. Dude, that's like a 10-pound
I like the
cock.
theory that he shit his pants too.
Dude,
I'm willing to go along with that.
Okay, listen.
That's his
He
dick.
in college
No.
when he was in college.
Why is it so? It's so hefty.
In college, he used to pose in the nude for art students, and they used to call him Big Dick Cheney.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wait. So there's like documented evidence of it.
Yeah, that's
like
the
they
rumor.
saw it.
Zoom out.
face-to-face.
Who's he talking to? Why is he flexing on this
ice cream man, dude?
This ice cream guy. Like, bro, you got to dress.
That's a soda jerk. That's what that is.
That's how old he is.
This man is like.
He was old when there were soda jerks.
Yeah, that's like a dying thing now. There's no more soda jerk.
Let me look at this. Don't you all think that there's too? It looks like he's torqued. Like it's too. It's too. There's too much mass.
Or why do you think his heart can't pump any fucking blood into his brain and the rest of his body? His cock's too fat. He's suffering.
Too full, bro. I don't know.
He's suffering from success, dog. That's what's going on.
All right, Big Dick Cheney.
Shrek cock.
Well, he's got a big dick to fuck Iraq with, and all the.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Thank you.
True.
So anyway, back to this fucking idiot.
And continues to support the troops today.
What a
even
guy.
At his age of 98.
What a guy. Standing O.
Dude, everyone did it.
I support
Zelensky. Like every motherfucker in there was like, hell yeah.
Wait, Zelensky's in there?
Yeah.
Oh, they didn't know, right? I mean, they didn't know.
Like nobody thought
Zelensky's
about it.
Jewish. He wouldn't, you know what I mean?
That's what I mean, though. Like, you didn't fucking think about it when he says, like, he's an anti-Russian nationalist. Like, what are we doing here?
Well, I think that
I hear that. I immediately have red flags. Like alarm bells are ringing in my brain. I'm like, what?
Wait, but for sure they wouldn't expect him to pull out like a Nazi to honor. Standing O. Meanwhile, dude, he's doing the Heil Hitlers, bro.
No, he isn't.
Look at him up here.
No, he's not.
Yo, he's going Heil Hitler.
No, he's not.
Heil Hitler. Look at that. His hand.
Yeah.
Force of habit. The muscle memory is coming back a little bit.
Wait till you find out that
Heil Hitler. He's like, I cannot believe this shit. I gotta kill all these guys.
Like,
he put both of his hands up.
What? He's like, bro, do you know how many people I've killed?
Oh, that was close. That was close.
No.
The fuck?
How could they let this happen? This is so fucking embarrassing.
This is so embarrassing.
You know what's really funny? Because like everyone was like, oh, Justin Trudeau, what a fucking idiot. He did that, right? Like everyone's dunking on him. And then like, including even the NDP, you know, shouts out, you know, I listen, Jugmeat, I've supported him before, you know, he's my homie, but I'm sorry, every single motherfucker in the parliament was giving him a standing O, including the Conservative Party, which was really funny because they immediately started cutting attack ads, and people were like, bro, you're on camera celebrating
Like they were, like this guy did a standing O.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, like the guy who was doing this fucking 5 minutes ago is now tweeting on Twitter being like, Justin Trudeau, you're a fucking idiot. Like, I can't believe you brought a Nazi into our parliament.
The best part is that the authorities in Poland are like, oh, we found him.
Yeah,
Isn't that crazy? That's the part that really
we need him.
Yeah, wait till you find out, by the
God.
way, that Justin Trudeau's Deputy Prime Minister, Chrystia Freeland's grandfather is a Nazi collaborator who she openly is aware of and knows and has defended to this day.
I don't think you can write this shit.
It's like...
It does have an air of like Curb Your Enthusiasm, doesn't it?
Really, why? Why are you being like that?
Alfredo.
To play.
Oh.
He wants to play. Here, I'm going to put you down.
What's your... Wait.
What
are you afraid of?
Yeah,
he's scared.
Like KG. Alfredo, why are you being so...
What's you had a nickname for him when he gets like that.
Alfrico.
Alfrico. That's right. He goes Alfrico mode.
Yeah, he gets Alfrico. But he's usually really sweet with dogs.
Yeah, Kai is a big
so
baby,
big.
so that's probably why. That makes sense.
She's a big girl. Hey, come over here.
Here, I'm gonna put you down.
Come cuddle with me.
You guys can be friends, Alfredo. You guys have met so many times already. Kai just wants to play, Alfredo. I know she's scary because she's so big.
She's just a baby.
It's okay, Alfredo.
She is a baby. She's a big baby.
Just a big baby.
She's a friend, Alfredo. Yeah, she just wants to play.
I'm so worried when she gets her first period.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's going to be a fucking massive issue for me.
It's okay.
Right.
She just wants to play.
That's the thing you got to deal with, isn't it?
I'm going to have to get her
She
diapers.
just wants to play.
Oh, that'd be kind of cute, at least.
It apparently
Wait,
goes...
you do? You get diapers?
Yeah,
Dog
bigger
diapers?
dogs
But she's so
especially. Yeah, bigger dogs especially. Like, they bleed a lot, apparently.
Wow.
I mean, her shits are like
It's okay,
human size,
Alfredo.
so I suspect that her period will also be...
Human size.
She is 80 pounds.
Right.
You're going to drive all the dogs at the park crazy.
No, I'm not going to let her out.
Dogs will be running from like blocks.
No, the problem is that they get aggressive from what I understand. In the first like
Really?
week, yeah, they get like really, really violently aggressive against male dogs. And then in the second week,
Good job.
they get aggressive towards female dogs when they're ready to mate.
Kaya's laying down with Alfredo. See? That's very sweet, Kaya. You see Alfredo? She's big, but she's nice. She's big, but she's nice. Okay. Okay. Good boy.
You did it. You facilitated peace.
Let's see, though. Alfredo, she's so nice. She just wants to say hi.
Ethan the diplomat. Give it up. That's soft power right there. Flexing.
Good boy, Alfredo. See, she just wants to lay with you. How nice is that? Okay?
This episode is brought to you by Facebook. So you were scrolling on Marketplace, and there it was, the bike you'd been searching for. You sent a message, and it turned out the seller was super chatty, kind of funny, and an avid cyclist. The next thing you know, you're in a cycling crew. Well, a community cycling group. The thing about Facebook, you might find more than what you're looking for. From a browse to a bike ride, this summer find more on Facebook.
Kai's not the best with little dogs. She always wants to play with them. Like she's really good with big dogs. She'll play with them all day, every day. But little dogs don't want to play with her.
She's really big.
Yeah.
Alfredo's a little cagey too since Shredder passed away. He doesn't know how to act because he took all of his.
He doesn't have his
from
leader
Shredder.
anymore.
Feels a little like
leader of the pack.
All right. But anyway, that was a fun little
I'm enjoying it. I want to
random side journey that we took with like Canada's Nazi oopsie.
Can we please continue?
Yeah, no, I want to watch it more.
And,
I hope they extradite him to Poland.
How can they not?
Oh, no. Well, Canada does not like extraditing people to
what are they going to say?
foreign
no,
countries famously.
I think in this case they might make an exception.
That'd be really funny. Dude, I hope it happens.
I hope he gets hanged, dude. That'd be... All right, fuck.
You want justice to be served?
I don't know if I got it. I might have waited.
I think it was less than 20 seconds.
You want what
I was
you
kind of
want
watching the
is
stopwatch.
justice to be served, and if the punishment for it is capital punishment, then maybe that'll happen. It's out of your hand.
That's a more diplomatic way of saying
what is the punishment in most?
Oh, dude, you
societies?
literally buttoned in right after. Like I just saw it.
Oh no!
So I said, I hope he gets hanged.
Dude,
now you just said it again.
But well,
but he's a Nazi. Can't we hang Nazis?
I mean, historically, yes.
That's what we do. That was what the whole
Nuremberg trials.
I don't know. I was just listen. You said that, and I was
what
like,
did they do with the Nazis in Nuremberg? What did they do with the Nazis in Nuremberg?
We're talking about the Nuremberg trials. We're talking about
we hung them, man.
Justice. What Ethan's trying to say is that hopefully justice is served.
Who's going to complain? Ethan's being mean to Nazis. Try that.
You really think in our liberal landscape, motherfuckers aren't gonna come at you and be like, wow,
hang Nazis.
He wants to kill this 98-year-old man who look at how pleasant he is.
He just got a standing O. You know, and I'm not even talking about like, oh, you're a Nazi. No, this guy was literally a member of the Nazi party.
Well, I'm sorry. Did he?
Like, I'm not even. This isn't like an interpretation.
I agree. I'm just YouTube is a little crazy
but
about the whole.
I didn't even say I hope. I said it'd be funny
thing.
if they hang him because he's so old.
In Minecraft,
this would be the wildest way to get banned.
Yeah, right. Like getting a strike over this would be. That would be something.
Yeah. He's at the top of the mountain being applauded, and then he's gonna go right to the
dude. He's in the gallows. The balcony floor is gonna fall out under him, and he's gonna hang.
He flew way too close to the sun, dog. You can't be that confident. Like, what are you doing? You were a fucking Nazi.
Like a vampire.
Bro, he wrote a blog post like at 80. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this motherfucker wasn't hiding it either. You know. That's the craziest
He's like
part.
a vampire. He stepped out into the sunlight, thinking it wouldn't get him.
Yeah.
But you know. Like, thank you. It's your move, YouTube. It's me or the Nazis. You decide.
Well,
people say the button
YouTube
failed.
Famously has always sided against the Nazis, Ethan.
Right. Yeah.
I can't wait for a sponsor to be like, your comments about killing to hanging Nazis.
A protected group.
Yeah.
We were talking about the historical events of the Nuremberg trials.
What happened?
That's all we were doing.
Yeah, it'd be really funny. It's like BetterHelp.com wants everyone to get access to therapy, including Nazis, which is why that was not very cool of you.
You know, the thing is that I'm not pro hanging. Hanging's barbaric. I don't think it should happen to anyone.
I agree.
If anything, he should just be thrown off a cliff or something.
Which is less barbaric.
Let's see you all next week.
Yeah, you just flat.
Midsommar style. And when they don't die, you hit him with the fucking sledgehammer.
yeah. No, but like in terms of weight, I mean, if you throw them off a high enough click, then it's just lights out.
Yeah.
And you have time to reflect. You know, maybe I shouldn't have killed all those people. Time to regret. Hanging is barbaric.
Yeah. It just sucks because you can't go back in time. Yeah. Like, he already lived that moment where he was like, damn, like, did we win? Like, what's happening right now?
right.
I really hate to say this. I think there's someone hanging right there.
Yes. But the Canadian Parliament be like, Logan, when did you become the Canadian in the Canadian Parliament?
You do that. but I'm very proud to say that he is from North Bay and from my riding of Nipissing-Temiskaming.
He's proud, dude. What do you mean?
This is my favorite thing that's happened this year.
It's so funny. Look at how happy he is.
See, this is why I say, like, and I don't know how, but, like, I feel like he couldn't have known. He couldn't have known. I still think he should resign. I mean, obviously, that's such an embarrassing...
No, dude, I'm telling you, I know exactly what it is. I'm telling you, it's the anti-communist fervor like people get so invested in, where they forget that, like, there was a time when, you know, the USSR was aligned with the Allied powers and was, you know, doing great stuff in terms of killing Nazis, you know?
Yeah.
So
world record holder.
When you forget that, you know, when you're so swept up with, like, anti-communism, anti-socialism, and, like, you're so fucking aggro, you forget that, like, you're aligning yourself with Nazis. And then, you know, that also leads me into the development of NATO. When Germany was brought into NATO, they literally took German Nazi generals and put them in charge of NATO.
Right.
Like, because they were the most rugged, experienced.
They had the resume.
Yeah, they had a resume of anti-communist
They had a great CV.
battles. So they put them in positions of power.
This is my face at the Nuremberg trial when they hanged the Nazis.
I see.
I don't know. I'm trying.
It wasn't on the screen. I thought it was going to cut to either Kevin James or the chiropractor lady.
Yeah, that's what I should have done.
Yeah.
That's what I should have done. No,
They're just having so much fun, dude, with the Nazis.
He's a Ukrainian hero, a Canadian hero.
What am I? Hey, I'm the worst person. Remember when the United States government invaded Germany? Yeah,
right.
they killed a whole bunch of Germans. I
Yeah.
just want to hang one Nazi. No, I don't want to do it, but
I mean, technically, you're right.
on the scale of
they were pretty good.
On the scale of things.
Yeah, you want only one, not as many as the American scale.
Well, I'm saying, yeah. It's just like a little cleanup. It's just a little follow-up.
Yeah.
Maybe let's
move on.
Let's get on to
this. By the way,
we were talking about Jordan Peterson. What happened?
We're talking about another Canadian Nazi. We're talking about a Canadian Nazi who literally said basically what's happening right there, but he verbalized it in a even more clear and concise way, where he was like, "Well, you know, USSR is worse than the Nazis, and that's a tough competition."
I just have to say that guy looks so fucking proud.
Yeah, no, he is.
Zach was dying there.
He's like, "We did it." Yeah, he had the "We did it, Joe" face. We did it, Joe.
He got all these people. Like, look what I've done.
Listen,
Oh boy.
Fucking Nazi.
Listen, if I get in trouble for saying that, I'll happily take a break.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
I guess
what's the expectation there? Like, YouTube's like, "Hey, when you come back from your break, you better not fucking say that Nazis should be
More Nazi
criminally
hate.
tried, and then at the end of it, maybe face capital punishment for their crimes."
Right.
Yeah, or
That's-
you know,
Of killing.
I'm gonna hit the button.
Stop
All right, we're moving
pushing.
on.
Stop
Don't
pushing.
push.
No more pushing.
I just wanted to
We
make that
pushed
clear.
right up to the edge.
I just wanted to make that clear.
Yeah.
I'm only talking about members of the Nazi Party. That's it. He's
Getting
not one
feedback
of
that
them.
maybe I should just let you cook so we get a break.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
We all need a break, man. You know,
Why
we
does
work hard.
the studio today smells like buttermilk waffles?
It's my coffee.
Is it the coffee?
Somebody might have been cooking. Somebody
Smells
cooking?
awesome.
I've been cooking
And some
on
waffles?
all this Nazi shit.
I think it's the coffee.
This is,
Probably coffee.
by the way, this is his face after the gallows is done.
Okay.
Oh, dude.
Okay.
Oh, this video is so.
You saw.
You know this one?
Of course, dude. I hate the chiropractor videos.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm doing a war against chiropractors. I think they're the biggest quacks alive right now. I think their whole profession should be
fully on board with everything
Thank
you're
you.
saying.
I mean, it's just these guys are just scammers, and they hurt people.
Yeah,
they paralyze
100%.
people. Look what he did to
100%.
this poor woman, man.
I don't know.
He's
I feel
treating her like a ex-Nazi party member, man.
Okay. Let's move on. From
I
that,
wouldn't
please.
even subject him
I should
to
have
that
never
chiropractor.
shown this to you. God damn it. I take full responsibility. I'm sorry, everybody.
All right, Jordan, go ahead.
Strategy. So that's why you think. You think so that your stupid thoughts can die.
Shut. What? You think so that your stupid thoughts can die?
He's such a skilled orator. He's so powerful.
Love it.
instead of you.
Oh, okay.
If you get to the upper echelons of any hierarchy,
She's got her phone in her
She was
lap.
bored.
Dude, she's reading tweets.
See that?
Look at her phone.
Think so that your stupid
You ever seen a
thoughts
serious?
can die
My queen. She can do
instead
no
of
wrong.
You. If you
Look at this phone placement. It's interesting.
Oh my God, you're right.
She's
How
just
did
browsing.
you catch that? What the fuck?
Well, I don't know. I mean, what the fuck is that? She's like,
Dad. Yeah, right.
You know, I did not notice it because I'm not a misogynist. And I thought she was in deep thought.
Right. Well, I just looked at it and saw it.
And you were looking at her eyes.
I was looking at her brain.
Yeah.
I'm so much less misogynist than anybody.
I was looking at her soul.
Yeah, like Shallow Hal.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
what
he's
a
that
great
for real.
reference.
I'm saying,
Great movie.
People say Shallow Hal is misogynistic. Like you. All right,
What?
Stop. Let's watch.
to the upper echelons of any
Upper
hierarchy,
echelons.
you'll start encountering people who know a lot about almost everything. And so if you're stupid and you don't know anything about anything, they're just going to look at you and listen to you for like 2 seconds and think, well, I don't know where this clunk came from, but, you know, he's not come along for the ride. You need to be enculturated so that you can play with sophisticated people and you can play a sophisticated and productive game, but also so that you've informed yourself with the greatest ideas of history so that whatever problem you're tackling, you're going to have tools to tackle it with once we get it well developed.
Damn, there's
okay.
I'm not understanding.
We're gonna learn. So we got to talk about these people to be sophisticated.
Those are all.
It's just the list is a little light, I feel like, but you know, there's a lot of other sophisticated people that Jordan Peterson has declared firmly in the Frankfurt school of thought, and is you know, they're doing cultural Bolshevism. Well, he doesn't say cultural Bolshevism. He says what does he say? Fuck.
No,
cultural Marxism.
Yeah, cultural. Yeah, right. Marxism. Yeah.
Yeah.
Take all these courses, and then, you know, you won't be a complete embarrassment to yourself.
I didn't enjoy my university experience. The professor wasn't interesting. I was like, I'm pretty sure what they just said wasn't true.
Oh, she's so bold. She's so brilliant.
Because they lived in cages. Literally, that happened.
She said, hold on.
Wait, what?
Wait, what? Tell me rats weren't social creatures because they lived in cages.
Rats weren't social creatures because they. Okay, so what?
I loved it. I love the presentation.
Can I have some
here.
context?
Rats will dance for money if you pay them.
I love the presentation of this because she's like saying, like, I Googled something that my professor said, and I found out that, like, you know, I got the woke mind virus. Like, I found out that my professor was like lying to me about rats and it being social creatures, which, by the way, we have no idea if that actually happened or not.
Like, I'm pretty sure there's more context than that. Her professor's like, did you know rats aren't social creatures, you guys?
It's really funny to say this to Jordan Peterson because Jordan Peterson
Literally
gets pretty much everything wrong all the time when he tries to talk about things that are completely outside of his field, where, like, whenever he tries to talk about, like, animals specifically to reinforce, like, this you know, fallacy,
gay birds.
This natural this naturalistic fallacies. He often forgets that, you know, the animal kingdom is gay as fuck, for example, or even very queer, very trans.
Bro, when I saw my 2 male dogs having sex, man. I mean, they got off big time on that. I didn't even have to leave my home to see it.
Yeah.
They love that shit, man. They go dick to dick, you know what I mean? All different dick to whatever.
I did not fuck my dog.
All I just knew there was only 2 dicks and lots of humping.
I did not come on my dog.
Here, okay, all right.
I'm not traveling 40 minutes to go to this class. And I think it's cruel that people are told they have to go to university, they have to spend $100,000 to $200,000 to get a degree so they can get a job, otherwise they're screwed. It's just a scam, but it bothers me that people are being scammed to learn to not believe in themselves.
In a sense, she's right that college has become a scam, but what's the best part is they're going to be like, okay, so let's not do that scam. Let's do this scam.
Yeah, let's do an even bigger scam than, like, at least accredited institutions.
Yeah, this one you get nothing for.
Yeah. No, it's great. I mean, this has already happened. Obviously, Barry Weiss did this with the Texas.
What the fuck was that?
She did one in Austin, Texas, basically, and it's a massive failure so far. But like I said, I think the cynic in me looks at this and thinks, there's a profit motive.
Definitely.
And I think that the reason why they're doing these, like, unaccredited institutions is because they believe that, like, the next wave of conservatives in positions of power will just offer them fat government contracts to just churn out like right-wing agitprop that they will pump in our schools.
Jordan seems very motivated by money. I've seen and heard him say certain things where I was like, man, this guy seems like solely motivated by money.
Yeah, well, there's another motivation out there. It's called benzos.
Well, and yeah, those ain't cheap, man. When you got a heavy habit, tell you what, boy. You know, what's a stick run on the street? Like $20?
I fucking don't know. I don't know what the market rate is.
Saying?
It would be funny
by the way,
if we could.
This is my face when I finally find out I don't have to go to college, but I can just go to Jordan Peterson's college instead.
Oh, God. So cursed.
That's the Nazi.
He's having such a great time,
He's
dude.
so happy.
Blow apart the university system a little bit because it's broken. Because of what it did to you. Like you were alienated out of your job, basically.
You'll be damn fortunate.
He's still milking this shit, man.
My favorite thing.
How is he milking?
6 years ago, bro.
I'll tell you how.
Crazy.
My favorite thing. This is what Trump does really well as well. He takes personal grievances and people like slighting him for behaving in an inappropriate manner in like polite society, and he turns that into like structural critique that like the elites aren't simply saying, no, you're not allowed to be in our circles because you're you're rude or you're kind of gross.
Right.
It's not that's happening. It's actually that like elites have disdain for me because I'm a part of the working class just like you. And Jordan Peterson has done this very well as well. He has a way of communicating his own personal grievances that is absolutely motivated by uplifting his brand, where, you know, he just wanted to be fucking transphobic. He's got a lot of like backwards right-wing reactionary ideas that are outright either ahistorical when it comes to plenty of the historical background that he offers with respect to like Nazis and socialists and whatnot, or reactionary when he talks about the biological predeterminist opinions that he has about like male and female social hierarchy and how they are supposed to cohabitate spaces. So those are genuine opinions that he has, and he's a stubborn asshole, as most professors are, and he won't give up. So inevitably, there's like going to be a lot of people that were protesting against him, and he became further and further more and more openly right wing, and now this personal conquest that he has against like University of Toronto and all these other like academic institutions that have banished him, in his words, he must attack back. And the best way to do that, most effective way to do that, is by saying, they're not just after me. They're after me because they're after you. I'm just in the way.
Right.
Classic Trump phenomenon.
And I mean, I don't know, man. He's still this would be like if I was still complaining about YouTube demonetizing my Joey Salads video 5 years ago or some shit. It's like, I don't know, man. It's just time to move on a little bit.
And if you literally made a killing off of that, you know what I mean? If you made like tens of millions of
Joey
dollars.
Salads University.
Yeah, if you made tens of millions of dollars over the course of this past like half a decade and became profoundly successful, like went from a relatively unknown
aggressive can opening I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, all right, because I shake it.
Oh, you do?
Can provide you with a list of people who've graduated, and if you had any sense, you'll employ them preferentially because we did the rigorous screening work, and I know how to do the rigorous screening work because I studied that.
This is a Tim Heidecker character, isn't it?
Yeah, that delivery was insane.
But he said so. His theory is if you come to my school, you're gonna get your employers are gonna look at your pseudo degree from Jordan Peterson University and hire you immediately.
Yeah.
Also, he's saying
take my word for it.
He's gonna say, I'm gonna screen people that are allowed in. Like, bitch, you're gonna take money and let anyone in who wants. Shut up. Are you kidding me? But look at this Tim Heidecker sketch.
You'll be damn fortunate if we can provide you with a list of people who've graduated, and if you had any sense, you'll employ them preferentially.
Right.
Because
oh, he's speaking to the employers.
I know how to do the
I know how to do it
because I studied
I did it myself for 25 years.
A degree from our university will signify.
Bro, he's a confidence man. This is just a con.
Very good. Those are very.
And the difference is like, unlike Andrew Tate, he's like not even entertaining. It's for. He's Andrew Tate for he's Andrew Tate for a different generation of people who at least want like the presence of pseudo intellectuals. Like Andrew Tate at least is like straight up, you know, he's like, women are bitches, they're whores, you should kill them with a knife or whatever the fuck he says, right? Whereas like Jordan Peterson will go on these like convoluted tangents about how like we simply do not know how women and men cohabitate in spaces. Like we haven't had, you know, hundreds of thousands of years of development on that front.
So this is launching in November of this year. That gives them like basically 1 month to finish this. And this to me is looking like WordPress first day of a website, isn't it?
Huh.
Like what the fuck?
Yeah, it's not looking
definitely.
totally complete.
Like what's the deal with
Generic,
these stock
kind
photos
of just
on the
like
top?
texture stock art up there.
Learn from the world's best. How to think, not what to think.
How much do you think they're going to charge for this?
Dude, it's going to be a lot. It's going to be a few thousand. Because that's it. You know, you have to make them feel like they're getting something valuable.
Awesome.
Because if you just charge like $10, then
oh, good point.
It won't feel like a real education.
Right, like a real school, like it is.
Exactly. Anyway, that's taken a long time to get to. Here's Tim Pool's Russell Brand take. I don't know. Is Tim Pool getting dumber? He's becoming more dumb and more hateful to the point where, what's this guy's name again?
Oh, Andy No.
So Andy No is like somehow the voice of reason in this clip. He's
That's
pushing
crazy.
Yeah. No, that really tells you where Tim is at this point.
Tim is lost.
Oh my God,
Listen.
Andy! No, what a name! What happened to this guy? I thought he was like being attacked mercilessly by Antifa.
He got milkshaked into oblivion.
Yeah, he got milkshaked so hard he almost died, and then
It wasn't
and then,
milkshake. It was it was a cement. It was an advanced cement compound
Yeah.
mixture.
Alien
thrown
tech.
by,
It's just weird because like
super
they went to
soldier.
court for that, and I'm pretty sure he didn't win that court case. So I guess justice is on the side of Antifa on that front. You know, Antifa judges.
They took the dub.
Yeah.
Anyway, here's Tim Pool on Russell Brand.
So,
Right.
I have criticisms on, going so many directions here.
I reject all of the accusations and allegations against Russell Brand outright.
Thank you. Well, that's an enlightened position. Yeah, that's a nuanced take from Tim Pool. I appreciate that.
Oh no, he won. I thought he lost one lawsuit and he won one lawsuit. He won $300K from defendants who ignored lawsuit over a Portland protest beating.
Wait, what did he win for?
Andy, yes.
He won. No. He won one of the lawsuits and he lost the other one.
But what did he win on?
Your summer runs just got a boost of energy in Lululemon's Shake It Out shorts. Made in our ultra breezy lightweight Swift fabric, the Shake It Out shorts have a flowy, layered hem and a comfy built-in liner. These shorts keep you locked in for miles with distraction-free storage and a waistband that doesn't budge. They might just be the shortcut to your summer goals. Shop the Shake It Out shorts now at Lululemon.com.
What did the judge find?
This is such a funny thing because if you look up Andy No court case, there's like 3 articles on. There's like Fox News articles saying he scored a legal win, and then the Civil Liberties Defense Center is like Andy No loses lawsuit.
All right, we'll look in.
Portland jury finds no fault for 2 activists at trial.
Let's look into it. I want to focus on this Tim Pool clip.
Okay.
He says, no matter what, I support Russell, which is beautiful.
I mean, it's a pattern in.
But one of them went to a rape crisis center.
Oh no, Andy! No! Don't say that.
Bring that up.
Yeah.
At the time.
And considering the political state of this country, considering the actions being taken against them, considering the motivations of the press, sure. But
sure, yeah, she did a rape.
Sure.
Fine, whatever. Sure, this happened like 4 years ago. Before he worked for before he even pivoted into right-wing griftdom.
Give the benefit of the doubt. Sorry, not happening.
Bitches be lying.
It's not a benefit of the doubt situation.
She's not giving her the benefit of the doubt. He says, I don't believe women. Straight up.
Okay.
Women be lying.
Right.
There are so many
They be shopping, they be lying.
bad people and criminals who are getting away with everything that what we end up seeing is law enforcement choose to go after certain people when it benefits them politically.
Yes.
That's the nature of the West.
Why aren't we going after the bad guys instead of investigating Russell Brand? We cannot do both in this vast country with thousands of different police departments and federal agencies.
Famously, the British police it doesn't have any like well documented investigations on how they have routinely thrown aside or engaged in victim blaming at a systematic level in rape cases in the UK. Certainly no such thing has existed.
Look at this.
I'm being sarcastic. That did happen. The British police had to investigate the British police because of their routine misconduct in sexual assault cases.
This is not worth the effort. In Tim's opinion, this is Jordison Academy here, guys. It's basically just a what do you call those videos where it's like girl dates
the cut
He's doing cut. He's charging for cut videos. You know, you can watch those for free on YouTube, man.
I love that the top response is a question: is it accredited?
No comment. No, 51 weeks. No comment. Let's not talk about that.
Yeah.
And then the second one.
Nice.
Yeah, man, this is great.
Wow.
Yeah, it's huge.
So when I see 20-year-old accusations, it's Brett Kavanaugh all over again. Sorry, don't care at all. You want to investigate, you want to prove it, by all means, please do so.
20-year
you prove it in a court, fine, I get it. But now,
well, yeah, none of these are. First of all, that's a separate thing. Obviously, I believe that if somebody raped someone 20 years ago,
especially someone under the age of 18, like
she was saying, that's what they keep ignoring. They go, they always do this. They go, yes, it's gross to have sex with a 16-year-old, ignoring the whole thing that he raped her and groomed her, all documented.
Yeah, that's it's pretty wild, but also expected. You know,
conservatives are pro pedophilia. It seems like.
I mean, when have they not been?
I think it's just straight up. Man.
Conservatives.
Part of their
the difference between like libertarians who will openly say that like the age of consent law should be abolished or whatever the fuck, like the New Hampshire Libertarian Party Twitter account, who's run by literally a woman dating a fucking convicted pedophile who's in prison serving a sentence for child endangerment. Okay. Sometimes they'll be open about it. Sometimes they'll engage in the actually it's a phobophilia, so it's okay argument. But others, the more mainstream conservatives, will oftentimes defend not direct pedophilia, not direct like sexually assaulting minors, statutory rape, but instead will say, well, you know, child marriages are an adequate formation. Like it's much better than like other forms of fucking children. You know? It's like, why are we getting into the weeds of this? Like, you can't say it's bad. Like, it's wrong. It's fucked up.
Nah, you're wrong. Tim, dude, look at his samurai sword. Shut up, dude.
Like, I'm not one of these, like, I'm not a Zoomer, so I don't constantly talk about, like, problematic age gaps. Like, if someone is 25 and the other person is 26, like, what's going on there? Is there a power imbalance? Like, I'm not one of those fucking weirdos, right? A lot of people love having those arguments. But, like, pretty good rule to be like 18 and under, you know, don't touch that. That's weird. That's gross. It's illegal. Fuck you.
All right, let's see.
People and criminals who are getting away with everything, that what we end up seeing is law enforcement choose to go after certain people when it benefits them politically. That's the nature of the West today. So when I see 20-year-old accusations, it's Brett Kavanaugh all over again.
This idea that it's a political hit job is just endlessly funny to me. This man gets 80,000 views on Rumble. He's the only thing he's a threat to is like.
Well, he gets a lot of views on YouTube and now more than before, by the way, because he's been canceled.
Yeah, but that'll go back down.
So the thing is, like, are you advocating to like to not have to have a statute of limitations for like child endangerment? Is that what's going on? Because that's not very QAnon of you, my guy. What's happening? You know? He's like, oh, the statute of limitation is out the window.
He's actually about to go much further than that.
He's like, listen, if I can rape someone and get away with it for 20 years, that's it. I got away. That's scot-free, baby. I made it to the finish line.
Those are the rules.
Those are the rules. You know what I'm saying? Go on a raping spree as a young man. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Sorry, don't care at all. You want to investigate, you want to prove it, by all means, please do so. You prove it in a court, fine, I get it. But now, does anyone actually even believe these courts? You got Donald Trump.
Bro, why are you living here? You go, we don't believe the court. We don't believe in statute of limitation.
Right.
How are you existing in this world, bro?
Isn't that crazy? Like, usually the conservative line or like the Russell Brand defenders, it's like, oh, it's fucked up that he's losing his YouTube monetization before he goes to trial. He deserves a day in trial.
Tim
here is saying,
yeah,
even if he gets to trial and is convicted, I still don't believe.
Because we don't trust the courts. Yeah. We don't trust the court.
It doesn't even matter.
Again, sorry, don't care at all. You want to investigate, you want to prove it, by all means, please do so. You prove it in a court, fine, I get it. But now, does anyone actually even believe these courts?
It's awesome.
You got Donald Trump and that story that...
It doesn't even matter.
He's innocent. He's innocent.
He created a perfect loop where he's like, investigate it in the courts if it actually happened. But also, I don't even believe the courts.
I don't believe the courts.
So there's no way that you can find Russell Brand criminally liable.
And I refuse
anything.
to read the article. I just won't read it.
Yeah, I mean it's a cool way to make, like, I guess a logically consistent article, a logically consistent argument in your own brain, in your own like weird logical circle that you've closed.
That woman in New York.
I understand that he's just, he's just appealing to his audience, but like, just read it, man. I'm telling you, you're going to be embarrassed if you just read it. It's really bad, dude.
And he went to that department store.
Carol E. Jean.
Yeah, right. What was the department store?
Bergdorf Goodman's, right?
Yeah, Bergdorf Goodman's. And it's the busiest place with the most famous men.
Wait, he's going back to Trump assaulting this girl in a dressing room as proof that Russell didn't do it?
Yep.
Bro, what are you doing? And also, like, again, you're conflating, this is a 20-year-old accusation with Russell that apparently just did this like 4 years ago. I think it was pretty.
No, all of the incidents were from longer ago than that.
Oh, okay.
I think what you're thinking of is a few years ago is when behind the scenes it started to come out and his co-star
It wasn't 20 years
called him out and everything. Well, no, I think it was...
Not that it matters, just for the record.
It was like 10 to 12 years ago or so.
I'd like to talk to Tim. I've never talked to him. Because he is just a moron, right? I mean, he really is just dumb.
I think he's a better propagandist than we give him credit. I think that in a lot of instances, especially with Tim Pool's situation, you're tailoring your message around the audience's expectations, needs, and lack of interest in like learning a different side of the story. An example I will give you is this. Kyle Kulinski yesterday was making fun of the Trump fraud case, where a New York judge found that Trump artificially inflated or fraudulently inflated his assets by $2.6 billion. His total assets were around $1 billion. He inflated that to $3.6 billion to get more favorable loans from a bank. This was fraudulently done. One aspect of that was putting the price point of Mar-a-Lago at $700 million. Mar-a-Lago's actual price, actual valuation is $70 million. But if you look at the surrounding region of Mar-a-Lago, there's a lot of small houses on much smaller plots of land that are worth $40 million, $50 million. So why is Mar-a-Lago only worth $70 million? This is very confusing until you find out that there is a land deed restriction that stops appraisers from looking at Mar-a-Lago as a residential real estate property because you can never put residential real estate on Mar-a-Lago land. This is something that Trump has used to actually pay less taxes year over year when he's talking to the IRS, right?
What did Tim say?
Tim did the classic thing that conservatives do and was like, look at the houses around. You think Mar-a-Lago is only worth $70 million? You're a fucking idiot. It's totally worth $700 million.
Didn't he say $1.5 billion was worth?
It was no. I'm saying like that's just one of the many different properties that he lied about. Like
I'm saying Trump said Mar-a-Lago is worth $1.5 billion.
I don't know if
even
he
more
said that.
psychotic of a lie.
Yeah. Well, the point here is not necessarily Trump lying about his assets, but more so about Tim Pool and others knowing full well that if they investigated a little bit further, which I'm sure Tim did, they would find out that the land use restrictions on this deed for Mar-a-Lago made it impossible for Mar-a-Lago to be valued at $700 million. And that's part of the reason why the courts found it fraudulent. But Tim knows he can just point to the dumbest thing that everyone else around him that sounds normal and sounds like a good argument if you haven't investigated the situation further. So he'll just point to that and move on with it.
This is what I'm saying is like he's good at talking to his people, but like if you're in a debate with somebody who's prepared and you say that, then it's like he can't justify his position. I don't think it'd be easy for him to do that, which is why I think it might be
Yeah, but when you do that so much, so frequently, and the only types of debates you have are in person in your own compound, because Tim Pool and I were supposed to have
not going to his compound.
Tim Pool and I were supposed to have a talk during COVID, and like he did this with Sam Cedar as well, where I was like, yeah, I'll do it over Zoom. Like, I don't want to go to your place.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that. What the fuck do you mean? Why would I give you clout like that? Like,
well, who cares? You don't need to fly there to talk to him.
Yeah, and Zoom was perfectly appropriate. He does maintain the position that I told him I would be down to do it, but only on Zoom. And he doesn't want that to happen. He wants you to be on his own home turf. And I'm not interested in doing that at all, because I'm not going to take time off just to go and talk to Tim Pool. But I'd be willing to talk to him.
Why don't you come to my office, bitch ass? Coward.
I don't think he would do that.
Well, then why the fuck should anyone go to his dumb
But I
office?
think we could do it via Zoom.
I'm the bigger dog, Tim. I got more views. I got more crew members. They're cooler.
It's not even about that.
Well, then what the fuck is it about?
It's more so about
boy?
having you in a controlled environment where you can get like multiple lines of attack from different people. Like he did this with Emma too.
That's true. When I sit at the table with him, it's like a 6 against 1. But anyway.
I don't know if we're cooler either, to be honest. I don't own
I don't have a samurai sword on my.
I don't have an 18th century pirate pistol either.
I do.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I have.
Oh, well, you're cool though.
I have an MK18 Daniel Defense. I have a Glock. I have multiple katanas.
Wow.
I just think it's funny that he's like, Sam Cedar, Hassan Piker, cowards for not coming to the show. It's like, oh, do you want to come to my show? I would never do that.
Yeah, it's very odd. I mean, I'm perfectly willing and able to talk to Tim at any point in time, as long as it's on, conditions and terms that I'm comfortable with. I'm not gonna like quit my stream to go fucking fly to his compound and hang out with his sweaty friends. Like, I don't want to do that.
His audience doesn't care if it's on Zoom. Everybody would watch that.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Man, arguably in the city. Nobody
He owns the hotel next door.
He owns the next door. Nobody noticed Donald Trump with no security going to the second floor, I think it was, and then a New York jury finds Donald Trump liable for this assault or something?
Sexual assault.
This is why he believes Russell Brand, by the way.
This is him. This is me trying to get him to read the article. You just won't look at it. You just won't look at it, man.
The beanie's stopping
Just read the article at least, brother.
Insane. That's insane.
All right, shut up, dummy.
Shut up.
That's Tim Pool, everybody. We love him. Thank you.
We should probably...
We got to skip ahead.
Yeah, because...
so Trump Organization, you touched on this, but this is pretty spicy. Actually, this is like mega spicy. This is like nuclear. A New York judge ordered the dissolution of businesses owned by Donald Trump. And
he did everything right.
He
did everything right, and they're indicting him again.
He's been found to have committed fraud in terms of declaring his net worth in loan documents, which is a big fucking crime. That's a serious shit. The judge found that Trump and his company fraudulently misstated the value of their assets, canceled their certificates for business, as well as any entity owned by Trump, Eric, Donald, or Alan Weisberg, or Trump Organization executive Jeffrey McConney. That's pretty serious, dude. The ruling implies that Trump Organization is no longer recognized as a company in New York. A court-appointed individual will take over its assets and distribute them as deemed appropriate. Dude, that's crazy. That's crazy. So what he's been doing essentially is getting tons of loans, which billionaires do. The problem is he puts down his assets and his collateral to guarantee against the loan. He's been saying that Mar-a-Lago, for example, just one example, is worth 1.5 billion, right? I saw him said it's 700 million, but I thought he said it was 1.5.
There were two instances here. I have exactly where the judge breaks down what they found.
Here, highlight it for me.
Here is this one.
Yeah. So oh yeah, here's the judge's ruling on the matter. Let's read this. From 2011 to 2021, the Palm Beach County assessor appraised the market value of Mar-a-Lago at between 18 million and 27 million. Notwithstanding, the SFC's value do not reflect these lands use restrictions. It says it very clearly, actually. Donald Trump's SFC values Mar-a-Lago between 400 million and 600 million, an overvaluation of 2,300% compared to the assessor's appraisal.
The best part is when he is actually, like, the difference between him going to a bank versus him going to the federal government and the IRS and, like, showing his properties is the exact opposite. So, like, he's undervaluing it every single time he's talking to the government and saying, this is a depreciating asset. Look,
Right
I have
here.
land use restrictions, and this is like a piece of shit, right? But when he goes to the bank, he's like, this is the greatest fucking place of
In
all time.
2020, Donald Trump sued the municipality because they overvalued the property because he wanted to pay less property tax. Listen to this.
Yeah.
Tax representatives acting on behalf of Trump filed a petition this year to state-authorized value adjustment board challenging the valuation assigned to Mar-a-Lago and the Trump National Golf Club in Jupiter, according to spokesman. The petition for Jupiter property was subsequently withdrawn, said agency spokesman. A virtual hearing has been scheduled for December 3rd to consider Mar-a-Lago's valuation, which at $2.6 million is unchanged from last year.
No, 26 million.
26 million.
Yeah, it's not 2.6 million.
But here it says also the judge wrote, critically, Moans does not opine at what price he is confident he could find a buyer, although he opines separately without relying on any objective evidence that he believes that as of 2023, the property is worth $1.5 billion.
That's awesome. So, a couple things to note here. I think one of the scariest and most insane things that Trump actually dropped in the deposition that suspiciously is not getting a lot of media coverage is that he said he basically has an unlimited line of credit from Saudi Arabia, that he could just sell. Yes, that's what a footnote. That's what the judge says. He said in the deposition. I haven't seen it, but
well,
yeah,
I definitely trust the judge if he's
that. He basically says I can sell my properties for 10x, 20x, whatever the fuck I want to Saudi Arabia at any given moment, which technically isn't false. He is right about that. Saudi Arabia did give Jared Kushner, Donald Trump's son-in-law, $2 billion in the Sovereign Wealth Fund for Jared Kushner's new venture. And that obviously came with, that didn't come for free. They didn't do that out of the kindness of their hearts or think they didn't do that because they think Jared Kushner is like an incredible fucking investor. They did it because they like having an inside guy. They like having control over.
I mean, it's exactly what they accuse Hunter Biden of doing, frankly.
Yes.
Except it's what Hunter did is even less direct.
Yes. Because
he wasn't even serving as his advisor.
Unlike Jared Kushner, Hunter Biden never had any fucking sway in the Obama administration nor the Biden administration.
Well, the Kush he's an official advisor. He even had security clearance for a while.
Yes, he was. He did the fucking he facilitated the Abraham Accords.
He was Mr. Israel Peace.
Yeah. So. Yeah, he was put in an incredible position of power with no fucking background.
That's sick. Now, that's a bribe.
And he
I got to say it to his credit. I see people getting bribed, and it's always too little money, like the moron, the Democratic.
Bob Menendez?
Yeah. Like what? I mean, he got a couple gold bars. He got paid, but like Jared, he got 1.5 billion.
He made out like a fucking bandit.
That's a bribe.
$2 billion?
2.5 billion?
No, just I think $2 billion, roughly.
$2 billion? That's
$2 billion, and Saudi Arabia, MBS recently, because he's doing he's doing his charm offensive again. Because like enough time has passed since the Jamal Khashoggi shit. So like he's back on U.S. soil talking about like the golf courses and how awesome it is. He gave an English interview to Fox News this past week, where in the interview he basically said, we gave $2 billion to Jared Kushner. And, we'll probably give him more. Mm-hmm. And that he loves the idea of another Trump presidency.
Nice. Well, anyway, according to the documents reporting, he apparently overstated his worth in assets to banks and insurers by as much as $3.6 billion.
Did you see the Saudi Arabian line in the deposition that they just pulled up? There it is. But in a deposition, Trump seems to imply that the numbers cannot be inflated because he could find a buyer from Saudi Arabia to pay any price he suggests. New York State Supreme Court Judge Arthur Engoron wrote in his ruling.
Despite the disturbing suggestion, that's not how evaluations work. That's just not how it. You're like, no, trust me.
I could find a.
I know a guy. That's not how it works. You know.
And I mean, obviously there is the market on top. Like Eric Trump, and we have that in the doc here at number 6, was trying to argue it's ridiculous that the judge was saying it's worth $26 million or whatever, because look at how expensive all of these other properties in Florida are.
Exactly.
Well,
dude.
he says 1/30th the size. So what he's saying is their properties worth 30 times whatever.
Yeah.
No, but he's right, and he's wrong. He's right that the properties next to Mar-a-Lago are residential real estate properties that are going for that amount, right? It is to show the market consideration for real estate in that area, but those are residential properties. While they are tiny in comparison to the massive plot of land that Mar-a-Lago sits on, they do not have land use restrictions that specifically detail that you cannot use Mar-a-Lago as a residential real estate. You cannot chop up Mar-a-Lago land to turn it into residential real estate. So you can't do that, which the Trump organization knew, and as you also correctly showed, has used to their advantage year over year in an effort to pay less taxes or actually show Mar-a-Lago as a depreciating asset so that they can cut taxes in general.
Yeah.
We knew about all of this because Donald Trump literally, not the overvaluation of his properties, but we knew about Donald Trump undervaluing his properties and showing them as depreciating assets.
Dude, just in 2020, he was arguing that they overvalued it.
because of the whole Trump tax return shit. Remember when we were talking about how like Trump paid $75,000 in tax, and we were like, "What the fuck is that about?"
Yeah,
that was because of this. Because he was openly stating that his land use restrictions was making Mar-a-Lago a depreciating asset.
Dude, the brazenness, like I feel like if I tried that shit on my taxes, I would get fucked immediately.
Yeah, you got to cut the candle on both ends.
Any accountant I've ever worked with would be like, "That's fucking insane. I'd be arrested if I signed off on this."
Well, yeah, but
I don't know how
you can do the Trump thing. You can do the Trump thing and like go accountant shopping until like the one accountant will say, "Oh yeah, no, we can do that."
Yeah,
I guess
we'll find a way.
But I'm trying to see how much of the property is unusable. From air, you know what I mean? Like how much of it is just totally
It's like a country club essentially,
yeah,
right?
It is.
So like there's like it's kind of a hotel in there and stuff, and like
nice spot though. Oh, this is the whole area. This is his plot.
Yeah,
yeah.
Which when you look at it,
this is all unused.
Yeah, and you cannot turn that into residential real estate.
Right,
you can't do that.
Can't build on it.
You cannot sell or use this land for any commercial purpose. Therefore, it doesn't get
for any residential purpose.
Yes,
right?
it's commercial real estate. The reason why it's only valued at $70 million in comparison to like all the other properties is because those other properties are houses, right? A house has upkeep, especially ones as large as that one in that area. But like Mar-a-Lago and the upkeep required for it is an insane amount. So obviously that's the reason why there's a limitation to how much you can, how expensive you can claim this thing is, and how valuable this is.
Shame he owns this because that shit looks nice. I've never been to what is this, Palm Beach?
Palm Beach.
Is that what it's all like? Just this peninsula?
It's shit. I think.
Really? I've never been there.
It's one of those places where it's like, I mean, it looks like it's going to be underwater and like.
Oh, that's no question about it.
In like 10 years.
There is that too.
That's
probably hurting the property value too.
Bro, look, it looks like it's under sea level. Like this looks like a seawall. Yeah, that's true. I mean, how much is that shit worth? It's not going to exist in 10 years, probably. Enjoy it while you've got it.
It's a narrow strip of land.
Okay. Well, there he is. So Trump is getting absolutely fucked, dude, by New York State.
I did everything right, and they indicted
I don't know what to say. I mean, the guy committed fraud on a massive scale. What do you want?
The craziest part about this too is that this was all over a civil trial. He was being sued by what's it called? Not district attorney.
Was this a
attorney
discovery
general
thing?
Huh?
Was this a discovery thing?
Well, it's not just that. It's the fact that this was supposed to go to trial like next week, and the judge, after looking over the evidence, just thought it was so egregious that they were willing to dissolve his business before even going to trial. Like that's how like on its face obvious it was that he was doing this fraud.
Yeah, there's different types of fraud aside from like obviously hyper inflating the value of your assets, but like he lied about the square footage.
That's so stupid.
Yeah,
like that's so measurable. Lie about the square
Doesn't
footage.
get much more measurable than square footage.
That's literally
a measurement.
How do you lie about that?
I mean, yeah,
I guess he lies about his height, though. That's even more measurable.
Yeah, it's just you can get away with it, right? I mean.
Yeah, so the interesting part of this is to see which banks and loaning institutions are going to sue him for fraud. That's going to be real fun to follow. And
I mean, it entirely depends on whether or not he becomes president. Because if he becomes president, he's going to give them favorable deregulation, so they will not do that, and they love that. So we'll see. We'll see which way this goes. Like a lot of this. Okay, I have two conflicting thoughts on this. On the one hand, when Trump says, like, what I've done is not out of the ordinary, he's not wrong, okay? Real estate and the way that the real estate industry works is this is all not necessarily legally permissible, but things that a lot of people do all the time and completely overlook.
Lie about their assets?
Yeah, depreciating the value of your, like showing your assets as depreciating assets in an effort to get to significantly cut your tax burden while simultaneously showing it as much as you can.
That is common, but like lying to loan institutions about the value of your assets, that seems crazy.
I think not to the degree that Trump did it, but and not with like, lying about your square footage and whatnot. But yeah, I think people do it. People definitely
There's
do
a difference between
fudging a little bit.
Right, fudging, which is probably very common, and what he did.
Yeah, not 2,300%.
This is
like
brazen.
That's insane.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's brazen. All right, well, let's move on. We don't have a lot of. We have about 30 minutes, so let's keep it moving. Right? You got something else you wanted to close it out on?
There's a lot of stuff that we can talk about. I don't care.
Well, I want to talk about the GOP debate.
We can talk about the UAW auto strike that's going on. We can talk about a lot.
Let's talk about the debate as in, let me look at the title.
Those two kind of flow into each other because of the Trump connection anyways. So why don't we get those two?
The debate, which again, Trump wasn't at.
He won. He won that debate last night.
Well, what's interesting is that all the debaters are lower in polling than they're all just... They're being worse. They're just losing by being there.
Yeah. Yeah. They look unserious. They look pathetic. They look terrible. Overall, I think like Nikki Haley, maybe, in my opinion. Did you watch it?
I watched clips of it. I heard people like that she did well.
Yeah, Nikki Haley does a decent job. It's very interesting, though, because like every time she speaks out against Trump, it's almost in a way where like Joe Biden can use that against Trump as well. Because like it's always like, how much Trump imploded the deficit, right? Like things of that nature. But I think she is probably the smartest old school Republican that is like clear with her message. Still ruthless, still brutal, still awful, but in comparison to the rest of those fucking losers, like she comes across as like at least relatively intelligent.
She went after our boy Vivek.
Oh yeah, Vivek had, I think,
ate like cake.
The biggest L's.
That's good. I'm glad to hear that because I was getting tired of that guy. And please come on our show.
Vivek.
No, he ghosted us. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Vivek and Ron DeSantis are in the same camp where the more they talk, the more people go, "Oh, you're gross," and I don't like you. And obviously, politics is a lot. Politics for the most part in America, especially now, is like very vibes based, right? And if you are coming across like a smarmy, annoying debate pervert who's constantly going, actually, the Constitution says I can do this, like then,
it worked the first time.
Television watchers, no, it actually didn't.
People loved him.
No, he saw a little bit of a boost initially because he was like riding Trump's dick so fucking hard. He was doing tricks on it. He was blowing bubbles on that shit. But then eventually, the more he like had to defend himself in a defensive posture in mainstream media, the more his approval rating started plummeting.
After the debate, I saw a lot of people being like, this guy's full of shit. But anyway, here's how the debate started. Let's take a look.
Thrilled to be sitting alongside my co-moderators, Fox News Channel Dana Perino and Ilya Calderon.
Ilya Calderon is my goat. She's woke.
Wait, hold on.
Hold on.
I gotta go back.
Moreno and Ilya Calderon, Univision.
What?
Univision.
I think he surprised himself that he got the pronunciation correct.
Yeah, he hit that Calderon.
Yeah, and then he would like kind of stumbled after that. He's like, shit, I nailed that.
Smooth, man. Smooth sailing.
Calderon, Univision.
Dude, that was rough.
Good evening.
That was rough. He made it. He stuck the landing. I mean, it could have been worse. You remember Jesse Wellens?
Oh my God. Jesus. I haven't thought of that in so long.
You remember that, Hassan?
Wait, what happened?
Do you remember Jesse Wellens,
at
the YouTuber?
Jesse Wellens at the game.
It was E3. Yeah, E3.
Yo, this is all right. I got to go back and enjoy this real fast.
This is bad.
Dude,
legendary. I haven't thought of this in so long.
That was a good year for content, I feel like.
What up, guys? Thank you for having me, EA. If you guys don't know who I am, my name is Jesse Wellens, and I am a YouTube creator. So I am here to talk about Need for Speed Payback. If you guys didn't know, Need for Speed Payback,
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's a great game. But, all right. All set aside.
Bro, people from Philadelphia can't read, dog. What the fuck?
Coming out. I got my boy Marcus, executive producer here.
I believe this firmly now.
Thank you, Nick, for having me.
Hey, man. Thanks, Jesse. Obviously, we're really excited to tell everyone about Need for Speed.
I love that he is so aware that he fucked up.
He is, yeah. We actually had him call in. It was pretty funny. He said
no, he
like,
came in person.
Oh,
we talked about it.
And
yeah, we talked about it at length, how embarrassing it was for him.
He said the teleprompter was off and the cue to turn around was off.
Yeah, there were some production issues. It wasn't totally his fault, but
OG prankster.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out Prank versus Frank.
Yeah. You know, he lived with, I think he lived with Andy Milonakis for a while. Do you know that?
Yeah.
I remember hanging out with him way back in the day, like randomly.
So let's see, yada yada. Chris Christie, our boy, back from the buffet for this epic thing. That's Trump's words, not mine. That's his words.
Whose words?
Trump's
words.
He does the buffet
Okay.
gag.
Don't call him a fat pig.
Right.
Yeah.
You can't do it.
Oh.
And I won't.
Oh.
So here we go. Tell me what you think about this.
Camera right now and tell you, Donald, I know you're watching. You can't help yourself. I know you're watching, okay? And you're not here tonight, not because of polls and not because of your indictments. You're not here tonight because you're afraid of being on the stage and defending your record. You're ducking these things. And let me tell you what's going to happen. You keep doing that, no one up here is going to call you Donald Trump anymore. We're going to call you Donald Duck.
Has this name thing gone too far?
Definitely.
Donald Duck.
Bro, that oh God. Oh my God. If I was ever ashamed to have been from New Jersey at any point in my life, this is the worst time.
You kind of hit the Kevin James smirk at the end there.
Bro, you know his ass practiced that in front of a mirror, okay?
It was like he probably spent $100,000 like in marketing gurus to formulate.
They workshop that.
Yeah.
You're ducking these things. And let me tell you what's going to happen. You keep doing that.
Look at that Kevin James face.
No, there's a little bit longer.
Right
Here's a ride.
Right after he hits him.
Trump anymore. We're going to call you Donald Duck.
Oh, that's good.
Got him.
Donald Duck.
That's that Christie face, dude.
Like I like in theory, but calling someone Donald Duck is just.
It's just
Donald Duck.
Trump's just going to call him Porky Pig.
Well, Trump literally said,
or he'll just tell him to kill himself or something.
I mean, he did.
Like,
He
Chris Christie
basically
should
did.
be executed.
He basically did. He responded on Truth Social. He said something along the lines of like, I'm pretty sure he said something like, "Shut the fuck up. You had 5% approval rating." Like by the time you left office, like, what the fuck are you talking about,
Hold
idiot?
on. Send that. I want to read that. But in the meantime, this needs to be a new chat emoji.
Oh, that's pretty good.
That's a good ass face right there, boy. You know. So yeah, Porky Pig. But that's all, folks. That's all, Christy. Thanks.
No, not that one, Zach. That one's a classic, though.
I know. I just
Chris Christie at Roy Rogers at 11 p.m.
It's just the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it's one of the best.
You know what? I have to say, this photo is pretty incredible. There's nobody else in it. It is late, and he is the only one there.
Yeah, trying to console himself. Look at his head. Like, he's just head sunken in.
I'm a fat pig.
Oh, God, he is such a demon.
It's crazy because I talked about this last night. Big boys are doing really well in the polls. Like, big boys across the board, from John Fetterman, J.B. Pritzker, you know.
Yeah.
Like, it's big boy season. and yet Chris Christie has not seen a single piece of that big boy action because he's so pathetically unlikable and is basically running in the Democratic primary while actually running in the Republican primary. Like, all the messaging he engages with is like, are you trying to be the fucking Democratic president? Like, what's happening? He only goes on CNN. He only goes on MSNBC. He's just trying to get the liberal vote for some weird reason. I don't know why. I guess he's just trying to get a CNN job.
He just wants clout.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably going to translate to a lot of money for him in terms of whatever, book deals, show deals. I don't know.
I'm trying to find that Trump response to this, but Truth Social is seemingly down right now. So
no. How can this happen?
Oh, wait, it finally loaded. I kept refreshing and it popped up. I'll try and find his tweet.
Anyway, meanwhile...
yeah, it's on the Hill if you want to...
The Hill? Okay.
Yeah.
While you look for that, here's DeSantis saying Donald Trump owes it to you to defend his record where they added $7.8 trillion to the debt. That set the stage for the inflation that we have now. Joe Biden responded.
In action? Donald Trump is missing in action. He should be on this stage tonight. He owes it to you to defend his record where they added $7.8 trillion to the debt.
Yeah, it's smart. Use what he said.
Do you share the same disdain that I do for California Republicans? Like, the most annoying, in my opinion, like one of the more annoying type of Republicans. Like, I'll talk to a fucking racist ass Alabama Republican all day, every day, because like I get where they're coming from, but like the California Republicans irk me.
Who are you talking about?
The people that are in that room right now, because this is in Simi Valley at the Ronald Reagan Library, and it's obviously
I don't know a lot of them, but I know they're all
California Republicans in there who fucking want California to be Florida so bad. It's like, just move to fucking Florida, dipshit.
Well, I know that when I go to like Orange County, I just see a bunch of MAGA voters, but I guess, yeah, I see why they want it to be Florida. They already live in like the most Florida part of California.
I hate them so much. I have so much passion in my heart for California Republicans, like all 4 million of you.
What should we do with them?
We should send them to Florida. I have talked about this so many times.
Should we force them on a train to Florida?
Yes, bro. Put him on a fucking train to Florida, okay?
Trail of
put him on. Yeah, no. Take all their assets. They can live in a libertarian utopia, build a wall around Florida, and routinely fly in there and extract babies out of Florida to make sure that they are not suffering the consequences of living in this fucking libertarian ANCAP dystopia in Florida.
All aboard!
It's going to stink anyway.
Speaking of ANCAP dystopia, whatever happened? Remember one of the first episodes of Leftovers? We talked about Glenn Beck starting like his own like little nation. You remember what I'm talking about?
Starting.
I don't even remember that. It was like they got like a Micronesia type thing.
Like it was like what's the utopia from Atlas Shrugged? He wanted to do that in real life, basically.
I don't remember that.
Gulch.
I'll find it.
What is it? Something Gulch. I'm forgetting.
Yeah,
the name.
something Gulch. Gaunt's Gulch. Something like that.
Stupid shit. You know, you fly into it. It's like Wakanda.
Yeah. It's like Wakanda.
It's Wakanda for cryptocurrency pedophiles.
Gulch Gulch. Thank you.
Gulf's Gulch.
So let's see what else we got here. Thank you to President Joe Biden. Wake up. Here is Nikki slamming Vivek. And it's pretty like I don't know. I feel like if I was in a debate or argument, if I said this, I wouldn't say this, but I guess it doesn't really matter. I mean, this came off to me as like, whoa, chill, but...
Listen, what you're about to show is Daisy on Daisy violence, and I'm going to tell you something. I was here for it. Nikki Haley popped the fuck off.
I would think that, I guess it's a different breed. I feel like if I said something like this, people would be like, whoa, dude. In a debate.
Every time I hear you, they would be like, ad hominem, which is, I'm shocked that Vivek, who is such a petulant little child and like such a smarmy little debate lord. He didn't hit the that's actually an ad hominem.
Ad hom moderators.
Actually, but it is a smart diss because I feel like his whole thing is like, I'm the smart guy. Nobody can say I'm not a genius. That's what everyone says about him.
Right.
And so she comes right for that.
There's one person on this.
This is infuriating because TikTok is one of the most dangerous social media apps that we could have.
Agreed.
Right.
And what you've got, I
Ban it.
honestly, every time I hear you, I feel a little bit dumber for what you say.
Damn, bro.
They hear you've got a TikTok
She hit it in such a way that,
Bro, he's look at him. His pride is demolished.
yeah, like that cut for some reason. Just
He got
something about the way
shitted
she
on.
said that didn't come across.
It was just, and the thing was like, people weren't like booing her. They were like, yeah, you're kind of right. I kind of
You're like, yeah, he is pretty annoying, isn't he?
Yeah, he got shitted on.
Honestly, every time I hear you, I feel a little bit dumber for what you say because I can't believe they hear you've got a TikTok situation.
No.
What they're doing is
By the way, can I say Vivek looks like Butthead?
His hair is getting taller every time. I don't know what's happening there.
Wait,
Like-
Beavis or Butthead?
No, Butthead. Pull up a side by side of Butthead and Vivek. They have the same
I
like
never
airline and
thought
dome
about that,
shape.
but I kind of immediately know what you mean.
Yeah, they've got the dome shape. Who would be Beavis? I don't know. He needs a Beavis. Mike Pence? Nah. Yeah, that's him.
I can see it.
I said the energy's there a little bit. I kind of get it.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
But yeah, here the most accurate summarization of last night's shenanigans was who's going to invade Mexico harder, who's going to put a bomb in the Department of Education harder, like who's going to nuke it, you know what I mean? That's what they were like stepping over one another. Mike Pence came out of the gate swinging on abortion again because he's a actual psychopath. Like, I think Mike Pence is one of those like honest sociopaths, like honest to God. Like abortion is the hardest and yet most important point of contention here in the Republican primaries. And it's going to, in my opinion, basically make or break the general, unless the Democrats somehow find a way to fuck that up too, which, you know, they might. It's a massive erosion of civil liberties. Republican women hate it. Republicans don't even like that this is happening. It is deeply unpopular in deep red areas and deep red states. Anytime it's on a ballot, you end up allowing Democrats to win by like reverse Ronald Reagan margins. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. And that's precisely the reason why on the Republican primary debate, they put it at the tail end of the commentary, the tail end of the broadcast, so that, less people pay attention to it. They asked the abortion the question to like two people, and then they redirected the conversation to Mike Pence, where the Univision lady asked him, like, what will you do to earn the Latino vote or something, right? And Mike Pence was like, instead of taking this gracefully and going, oh, thank you for allowing me not to talk about abortion because I'm a psychopathic freak, took that answer and redirected it back to abortion to be like, no, we're doing a federal ban, which is insane because it is so incredibly unpopular.
Mike Pence is like, he's truly one of these like husbands from the Gilead from Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah, no, he wants like, he wants like breedable, he treats women like cows, baby incubators.
Here's DeSantis answering the abortion question.
This election could come down to less than 50,000 votes in 3 states. Abortion was on the ballot in 6 states in 2022. Republicans lost all of them. Next year...
Bro, can you like stop making that face?
You can't stop.
Can you please stop, bro? His advisor's like, bro, please work on this face. Look at you, man.
There were so many weird ones last night too.
Oh, dude, he's awesome.
Next year, abortion will likely be on the ballot.
What? Why did he do that? He did the weird lick thing.
So weird.
Next year, abortion will likely be on the ballot.
What?
Ozempic face, dude. Oh, when that Ozempic hits.
That's something else, man. Something else he's
in
on.
Arizona. That is a must-win state. Governor DeSantis, how are you going to... This election could come...
Oh, that was it? Just how fucking weird he is?
Yeah.
Nice.
How are you going to win Arizona? I'm pro-life. It's like, you're so fucked, dog, and you deserve it. You deserve to be fucked. The Republican Party deserves everything that's coming for them. Oh God, I just it's deeply frustrating to see them in this bind and not necessarily any like clear way out of this bind because they are suffering from success.
Just like Khaled. This is the last thing I want to show. Okay, so DeSantis and Gavin Newsom are going to be having a debate for some reason. Now, I'm looking forward to this because say what you will about Gavin, but he's very smart and he's very well spoken. He's going to decimate DeSantis.
I think so too.
And it's going to be spectacular.
He can't do any pushback. Like he's really fucking bad at the debate stage or even appearing like he's a human being.
Seems like he gets too mad. He gets like triggered.
Yeah,
which is ironic because they're always
the
like
worst on a debate to get angry.
Right.
But like he's doing Gavin the fattest favor because like Gavin's just getting more and more media attention. He's going to look like a genius, slick politician extraordinaire next to DeSantis. And listen, here's what he had to say about DeSantis agreeing to it. Apparently, DeSantis even been
talking to my boy Alex.
He's spending money promoting this this debate they're having. Listen.
Between you and Ron DeSantis, November 30th, Fox News Channel, Sean Hannity in Georgia without a crowd, just the two of you.
God, he's got beautiful hair, man. I can't deny it.
He does. He's so
stunning.
fucking hot, dude.
You know, he's got the voice, he's got the posture, he's got the hair.
I just wish he wasn't such a fucking neoliberal demon. You know what I mean? He's like the governor of the bluest of states with a $80 billion budget surplus. And like, as I'm gonna fuck his name up, Edinger Mentum last night adequately put, he is to the right of the state legislature, which is insane. Like the California state legislature is literally more progressive, even though they could be significantly more progressive as well. And like gruesome Governor Gavin Newsom is the most annoying type of neoliberal.
Well, but did you see his hair, bro?
I mean, yeah, he's hot. He's hot. He's hot.
No arguing there.
I agree with that.
That's like perfect hair, man. I mean, get out of here, dude.
That's how we got Kimberly Guilfoyle.
He's going to be president. He will be.
No, he won't.
With that hair, he's going to be president.
No, he won't. Big Gretch, JB Pritzker. There are significantly better governors out there with less.
I'm not saying he's good. I'm saying he's going to be president.
No,
I'm not saying I endorse.
I think the problem with Newsom is that he's a Democrat from California.
Yeah.
Which to a lot of the country is a problem. You know what I mean?
There's two different reasons. There's the fake reason. Yeah. There's the fake reason why he will never be president, and then there's the real reason. Fake reason being that everybody thinks California is a crime-ridden shithole, and like it has like insane crimes happening all the fucking time because mainstream media constantly pumps that narrative, despite the fact that California's violent crime rates are lower than the national average, gun violence lower than the national average. And crime in general is not on the rise in California in comparison to other states. Red states are significantly worse on violent crimes, especially gun violence. Like, not even a comparison, okay? New York and California have lower crime rates than South Carolina and Florida. Suck my dick, everyone who fucking constantly cries about crime in California. So that's number one. Number two, that's the fake reason as to why he won't be able to, make gains, no matter how well he is perceived. The real reason is homelessness. Homelessness is a gigantic issue in the state of California. Once again, a state with $80 billion of budget surplus, a state that literally has launched initiatives time and time again, ballot measures time and time again that we voted on to ensure that we fill the coffers with adequate funding to create initiatives that are housing first policies. And yet he is so deeply in the pocket of real estate developers and homeowners associations in this state that he doesn't fight hard enough to solve the homelessness problem, and that's a very real problem that you can cut 1,000 hours of propaganda off of if you were to ever run for president. Don't turn everywhere into Skid Row is what they would say.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's why most national Democrats, I guess not most anymore, but oftentimes are from more conservative states. Like Bill Clinton is like the classic example from Arkansas. You know what I mean? It's like that. It softens the blow of being a lib a little bit.
I see that. Yeah, I see that. But anyway, here he is just really dunking on DeSantis' dumbass here.
that, and what is your strategy?
Well, I don't know if that's the right question. Why is he doing it is the right question. He's running, I think, I'm not sure after tonight, but currently he's running for president of the United States.
And you think he's still going to be? You think he'll still be a candidate on November 30th?
That's an open-ended question. Part of me wonders if, the fact that he took this debate, the fact that he took the bait in relation to this debate, shows that he's completely unqualified to be president of the United States. That's my humble first.
Why is that? You're baiting him with the debate offer?
Of course. I mean, why is he debating a guy who's not even running for president when he's showing up at the Reagan Library, hallowed ground, and he puts out an ad today, not for
he ran an ad
to promote a debate against the governor of
Dude, he ran this ad. And I guess it's too late to back out. Look at that. They got Sean Hannity involved.
I don't think that that gruesome is right. I think that Ron DeSantis is doing this because, like, the American, at least in the hearts and minds of, like, the voters that matter, right? People that are living in the suburbs, which can go in either direction right now. The reality is that the point of contention exists between California liberals and California moderates versus Florida Republicans and Florida moderates. It's the idea that, like, do we want an anarcho-capitalist dystopia like we do in Florida, where it's just like the state is sinking, or do we want a supposedly communist, but actually just like a neoliberal, aesthetics-focused?
You think it will help him potentially in his campaign?
What?
If he does, you think it might help his campaign?
Yeah, I think so. Okay. If he did well, but he's not going to, so it's not going to help him at all. It's going to look horrible for him.
It's going to be great for Newsom, I think. That's the only outcome. I'm going to watch this shit, though. They can get the ratings, boy.
Oh, yeah. I will watch the fuck out of it. And Sean loves Gavin Newsom.
He does?
He does.
Oh.
Yeah. He thinks Gavin Newsom is hot.
Johnny boy.
Cool. He does go on Hannity a lot, which is interesting.
Yeah.
In fact, Hannity was interviewing him last night after the debate.
Oh, this is going to be phenomenal. This is fireworks.
Yeah, I think
he's a low-key stan.
I think he should stick to fucking being the governor of a massive state that is like the economy, like the 14th largest economy on the planet, and fucking do his goddamn job and actually fix homelessness.
He can do a debate. I'm
reappropriate.
Let him have his fun.
He's just
for
like,
me.
but the point is, he doesn't give a shit. Like, and there's no alternative because this is a deep blue state, so there's no genuine primary opposition. There's no interest. There's not enough money. These are like New York and California are like the headquarters of institutional democratic power, which is sad because these are the states where we could be making genuine gains in the right direction to show the rest of the country that we do have a method of a successful method of moving away from this insane late stage capitalist hellhole.
I mean, we are doing more than other states, but I hope that we can do even more than that. You know, like something as simple as like guaranteed maternity leave is something California just enshrined in law, which nobody else has done.
Yeah,
It's
there's
crazy.
stuff like that, which I, of course, always appreciate.
Yeah.
And,
They passed
and
some new gun laws last week too, didn't they?
I don't recall that.
yeah, where our gun laws are sometimes a little crazy
This is
and
awesome.
silly, but
Sometimes they're
oftentimes-
silly, but I mean,
but oftentimes is like very productive and healthy and have kept our gun violence much lower than the national average, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
But on the front of like offering material benefits to the working poor in the state, we are horrible.
That's a far cry from like housing people, which is what I think we'd all like to see happen.
Yeah, because nobody wants people to fucking live on the streets, okay? I don't want that. Like, what the fuck? Nobody wants that. That's insane. And it's weird that, like, we just have to act like that's not a thing that's happening all the time. And there's only two ways out of that. You either, like, continue applying pressure to homeless people and, like, brutally suppress them, kill them, draw them, push them into camps outside of the city borders like Rick Caruso was suggesting, or you house them and start the process of healing these people that have withstood a tremendous amount of trauma.
Doesn't seem that hard. I feel like you can make like so many of these little.
But the housing market, Ethan,
it's not. It wouldn't even be. I feel like it wouldn't even participate. You're not you're making these little like not even. It's like half a studio, but it's got all you need. It's got like the AC.
Reappropriating hotels.
Microwave.
Reappropriating hotels.
We do that in LA, don't we?
I know. That's actually one of the many initiatives. The Project Room Key is what it's called. Yeah, it's a great idea, except the fucking Chamber of Commerce despises it because they think that no hotel will ever recover from this. We rarely ever utilize eminent domain. It's very frustrating. There are so many hurdles in front of projects like that, and especially.
But we have the money to be like.
We do.
I'm saying I don't think it's that expensive to build like a tiny little abode with like the bare minimum necessities so that you're not dying and starving.
The Californian economy does not have a money problem at this point.
Yeah, that's what I'm so confused about.
We have. You
could probably build one of those for like $10,000, maybe even less.
Bro, we've literally put billions of dollars aside that people have voted on, okay, to specifically implement these initiatives. The problem is the money gets put in a fucking the money gets put in a wallet and it just sits there because you can't even launch these initiatives because every single time you try to like build even a homeless shelter, which is like an inadequate solution to begin with, right? It's not even a good solution. It's demonstrably a failure in America. Even then, people lose their fucking minds. You do these like look to any.
Do you want to live next to a
Francisco-
homeless shelter? That's what you always hear.
Yeah, and for me, the alternative is like, what? It's better. It's still better than fucking having dudes live outside of your house and like shit on your fucking front yard. Like, what are you talking about? It's like so cruel. And
it's like that's how all real estate is. There's some places that are more desirable than others, and you can move. If you don't like it.
But that's oftentimes what it comes down to is like local community groups protesting it and saying, no, we don't want this in our
I feel like you could get
like everybody wants the shelter, but nobody wants to live near it.
There's got to be like a huge plot of land somewhere on the outskirts of Los Angeles. But I don't know if people would want to live that far. I don't know how that works either.
No, that's not how you solve this anyway, because there's always new people becoming homeless, because people don't become homeless because they're bad people.
You have like an office or a program where people can say, hey, I don't have a place to live. And then you take them to a place where they have a shelter. It doesn't have to be in the heart of the city.
But there's also the other side of the issue, which is something that people always forget. There's two different problems here with homelessness, okay? On the one hand, you have the existing homeless person on the street. How do we solve that problem? How do we heal? How do we help that person? On the other side, you have people that are also becoming homeless right now. Both of these problems can be solved by decommodifying housing, okay? Taking the necessary initiatives to make it as expensive as possible, as humanly possible, to be a landlord and to own multiple residential real estate properties, and providing adequate social housing as well. Because you need to make sure that people aren't getting priced out of the housing market, so that there aren't new homeless people every day that are becoming homeless and living on the streets. So we're not doing any of that, though.
I agree.
We're not doing that, and that requires you to build new units, and not new units specifically like as luxury condominiums that are going to sit empty for fucking a decade. You know what I mean? While you wait for some Saudi sovereign investment fund to come in and purchase the rest of the units.
Right.
I mean, like, immediately build social housing. We have the money, but that would depress the housing market in California.
I don't see how. This is.
What do you mean?
There's not people who are buying property. There's people who can't afford a place to live.
It depresses it because now you have an alternative. You have an alternative.
I don't think people are going to be like, I want to live in public housing instead of like an apartment, because if they have the means, I don't see that happening a lot.
No, it's scarcity. Scarcity is part of the reason why the housing market is the way it is in Los Angeles and in these big real estate markets.
Yeah.
Scarcity, Airbnb, for example, is yet another reason as to why there's more scarcity, because it's not being used as long-term viable real estate that, houses families. It's now being used as a substitute for hotels. So now you have scarcity because there's only a limited amount of land, and utilizing the land in a specific way or at least zoning restrictions that they've created in these real estate markets is one of the many different reasons as to why this situation is completely unmanageable. I'm not one of those YIMBY weirdos who's I'm not. I debated Larry Elder on this issue literally, and he is like a libertarian YIMBY who wants to just keep pumping investments and keep building new housing, new developments all around Los Angeles. But the right way to do that is by making sure that we have mixed income housing that can handle the density of the population. We have zoning restrictions, single family
For
homes.
sure. The zoning restrictions in LA are nuts.
Yeah.
Dude.
That make it impossible to overcome.
There's a couple square miles where you can build tall buildings.
Yeah.
For residential. But yeah, I mean, listen, on both ends, it's crazy. I mean, the fact that giant investment firms can buy up 30% of all houses on the market, which is what was happening a few years ago with BlackRock, is
can we just
nuts?
Can't we just say you can't do that anymore?
I think
doesn't that
that's
just
fine.
seem obvious to everyone?
Or at least I
almost feel like that should be bipartisan. Obviously not developers and people that directly benefit from this, but I feel like you could even easily get Republican voters on board with hey, BlackRock shouldn't own 30% of your town.
It
just seems so obvious.
Well, and it's this is benefiting 5 dudes who own BlackRock against the interest of whatever 10 million people that live in Los Angeles.
I think it's more complicated than that. I think that the reality of the situation is that there are in the United States of America, housing is seen as the most viable way to develop generational wealth.
Okay. Yeah.
And it is to a certain degree true. This is why redlining was so significantly discriminatory towards black people in the Jim Crow North, for example. And the problem is, because of that, a lot of middle class, working poor, or upper middle class individuals who have their houses for generations now, due to prior policy initiatives that were very helpful in home ownership and boosting home ownership, a lot of people do have a vested interest in maintaining their housing values. So the people that do actually go out to vote, those who have more capital than the prior generation or than the upcoming generation, they are the ones who do check the housing market, the real estate market pretty regularly.
They think that because BlackRock is buying every house on the market, their property value goes up.
Well, because it's not just BlackRock. I'm saying that no, this would genuinely take a chunk of the net worth from not just BlackRock, obviously, but legitimate single family house owners.
I'm not opposed to people having 2 houses, in the situation where you're we have this house.
No, I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about people who own one house.
I don't see why I would necessarily devalue it.
If there's more supply.
We're just talking about
if you own a house and you have the equity in the house, even if it's just one, you're benefiting from the fact that
supply. We're just talking about saying BlackRock, you can't own 30% of the houses in LA.
That won't legitimately. I don't. That'll put a dent. It's like Airbnb. That's a good initiative. The BlackRock thing that you're suggesting, good initiative, but all of this is still working to boost the prices of the available inventory of houses, which many people have taken loans against, many people have taken mortgages against.
Yeah.
Right. So if their value declines, all of a sudden they're in a tricky financial situation that will cause them to have a reactionary pushback.
I can see why mass public housing could reduce the value, but I don't understand the limiting how much houses somebody can own reduces the value of the properties.
Just as far as, because a lot of those houses sit empty, right? It's not necessarily that BlackRock owns a shitload of houses, it's that they just buy up a bunch of houses and let them sit and appreciate in value so that they can flip them for a profit after a while.
So it's just, right. It's just that they own.
It's that they're using.
They drive the price up.
They're playing the real estate market for a profit,
They
right?
increase
And like Hassan said earlier, it's about long-term decommodifying shelter. Because
I wonder if there's a way for the
we shouldn't
government.
necessarily let these people be doing this with this
I don't think
fundamental
health- I don't think healthcare
human
is the
thing.
only thing that is susceptible to the market forces of being an inelastic demand good. I think housing should be categorized under a similar in a similar fashion, because
when they
without
do-
shelter you die. You have to get shelter.
When you do gun bans, you buy the guns from the people. I wonder if there's a way to compensate single families who are
right. And that I
getting
guess
fucked
that's
up
why
on their
it's
loans
so hard
and
to
shit.
see movement on this, because it is like the domino effect of all of these things is.
There's got to be a way to.
I'm fully cognizant of how difficult of an endeavor this is why I always go back to like talking about the average voter that owns like the average voter, chatters that are watching right now, their parents, let's say, who've had their house since like the 60s, 70s, that they're sitting on. That property value has skyrocketed over the course of those years. You might even have paid off all of your, you might own the house fully. And then maybe you took out a mortgage on it, right? Took out a loan against your house. If the value of that diminishes, all of a sudden your net worth is going down. So now you feel like your nest egg is actually in a perilous situation. You're going to react to that. You're not going to want that to happen, which is why like it is somewhat authoritarian. My assessment of the situation is like, build more housing. Don't fucking tell the public. Just do it. Ironically, Chinese Communist Party style, just like build housing and be like, no, we just built it here. Shut the fuck up.
Well, another thing you could do is like starting now. You can't do it anymore.
Grandfather it in, kind
Just
of
say,
thing.
yeah, you don't do it retroactively. Just like starting now, you can't. Anyone who already owns it, we're not gonna touch. But going forward, you can't buy more than like whatever 2 properties per entity.
Yeah. Oh, I like
than
that.
nothing,
Well,
right?
then you're giving a massive layup to those who already own multiple units, though.
Right,
Like,
but it's better than nothing.
I think the better solution overall is to tax it so much that it is literally not viable to own multiple units beyond like the nest egg that you have, that is like your second house that you're using as a vehicle for capital accumulation.
Saw the people in the chat suggesting that we should just heavily tax empty units specifically.
That's a great idea, because empty housing makes no sense. It's disgusting. It's like freak shit to just have an. It
is pretty gross.
Yeah,
that would be a great.
There's a massive warehousing problem in New York, for example. They make it. They use. I mean, these guys are real predatory. They use every legal move in the positive direction to their benefit. You know what I mean? Like, there'll be like rent stabilization in certain areas, and if you have a rent-controlled building, then you sit on it and you try to make sure that every single person living in those rent-controlled units eventually leave, right? If you have a holdout, you're kind of fucked, but most people don't want to live under like shitty conditions where the house is like not being, your unit is not being fixed or whatever, right? And then they just sit on it and they wait, and they warehouse that unit or make it impossible to rent because there's like mixed income housing restrictions that you have in places like New York, where you build a skyscraper, a certain percentage of that, I think 10%, has to be like affordable units. Specifically, they usually have a second elevator for the poors, actually. If you're lucky enough to be able to get into one of those units, as a matter of fact, because there's a lottery for it. But what they will try to do is, like, if there's new available rent-controlled units that are in the market, they make it almost impossible to get the unit, because they put, like, the fattest of down payments. Like, you have to put like a down payment that's like 3 months rent, which if you are looking for affordable units, you don't have that kind of fucking money to begin with. So they use every initiative to their advantage and engage in regulatory capture. But that's not, surprising.
All the people I know in LA that live in rent-controlled houses are like, I would say, doing extremely well and don't need it. Do you know that? Have you seen that? Like, I know people that live in rent-controlled houses and they're like,
you know personally somebody that has that? And
they've lived there for like 5 to 10
you
years.
just stay there forever, yeah.
Oh, yeah, they got more money.
They're probably making a combined income of like, over 200,000.
I think that's pretty funny, because like when you, it almost feels like when you take away one of the financial burdens of like the most significant financial burden, which most Americans dump half of their salaries into immediately.
Oh God. That was such a nice conclusion of the conversation too. And
we were saying, he says, we need to decommodify housing. I said, I totally agree.
Okay.
Then I said, we need to blank.
Nope.
It's funny because like there's
blank.
There's a clip of me talking to my friend at the time who was a fucking landlord out there from like 5 years ago, when people always point to that and he's like, he's a radical, and it's like, no, it's always the same dynamic of like constantly saying, well, what about if people don't comply with the law? Well, then yeah, the state needs to enforce the rule of law. Like, we do that every fucking day for the working poor. Why can't we do that for rich people ever?
All right.
Which is, by the way, I wasn't the one who said anything about landlords. He was.
Yeah.
No, I just want to point that out.
I said, let's take them out. Here, this is what I want to do to landlords.
Take them out to dinner and ask them to be reasonable with us and find a solution that's amenable to all parties.
Hold on. Landlords watching this right now.
Oh, God. Here we go.
Dude, come on. I'm not saying.
Me, a landlord watching this episode.
We got to go. It's 12:30.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for playing. Spot the Socialist. That's right. We'll be sending government officials to their house later today to re-educate them.
Hell yeah.
So that we can
rehabilitation, baby. I think it's very good.
Re-education, reintegration here today at the Leftovers Podcast. Watch out, Uyghurs. That's right. We got our eye on you. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thank you to Hassan. We didn't get to the auto strike. We were having too much fun, guys. Too much fun. But we'll see you next week for Leftovers. See you tomorrow. Everyone else on Friday.
Much better episode tomorrow.
Yeah, for sure.
Obviously.
Yeah.
And thank you, everyone. Have a great day. Don't wait.
That refresh you've been putting off until the right deal came along? It's here! Wayfair's Black Friday and July sale is happening now, so you can finally get the style you've been waiting for less. Get up to 80% off area rugs and up to 60% off outdoor and bedroom furniture. Shop Wayfair's huge selection of styles and find the piece to fit your style, budget, and space. Plus, free shipping. Black Friday in July ends July 27th. Shop today at wayfair.com.
Wayfair, every style, every home.